What up, guys? How you doing? How's it going? Go live for an hour, 2 hour tops. No more than that, respectfully. Last time I was on here, went on for 7 hours. No more of that. Just two hours tops. That's it. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'll be doing it to my last damn breath. Talk stories about robbery of life, robbery of feelings. Toxic love, broken codependent relationships. Because that's what makes you or break you. Or definitely stories you. One person in your life. Tells them, they sell you a dream, you sell them a dream, and all this bullshit happens, right? How you doing? How's it going? How's your night? How's everything? I'm about to play a bunch of clips. Remember this, everybody has their own beliefs. Whatever you are, religious, spiritual, atheist, good person, whatever you claim to be, like, everyone has their own beliefs. So when I say, like, higher source and beings, we're all just communication, we're all messengers. Nobody, zero, has to comprehend nobody at all. So it's just to forewarn you, like, yeah, true beliefs, which I say universe, spiritual, I talk, your universe, I got my universe, but, if you want to get your life better, make it better on the overall, just start your healing journey. The healing journey, awaken, eventually woke journey to get your life back. If you want to feel your feelings, if you want to evolve in life. So on 2 journeys, A journey, all the blue pillars, entertainers, stuck on man-made bullshit, and bitch about life. You have the red pillars. A healing journey, you're trying to feel your feelings to comprehend, to evolve in life. And once again, whatever you claim to be, religious, spiritual, Buddhist, whatever you are. So as a being, which journey are you on? A journey or a healing journey? And if you're on a healing journey and you're gonna get involved with somebody in a relationship, quote unquote, and they're on a journey, why do you want to do opposites attract? Make that make sense? Like, you don't. I use the term Bible thumpers. I don't force my ways upon nobody. My beliefs, all my tattoos, and the best part of these tattoos, they're black and white words, straight to the point. Be positive words and negative words. If it triggers you, the best part, these words, these feelings, these conversations have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and their feelings about things that they have no feelings at all? Make them make sense. Let me elaborate. Make it simple as possible. Sad whenever it feels sad. Breakups with the breakups. Divorces over divorces. Zombies. Addicts and addiction. They're not worried about becoming a zombie. An addict and addiction. You do. Beings do. Black and white, straight to the point. And once again, higher source, whatever we Spanish say this, everyone has their beliefs, but if higher source, Jesus, he was about God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors can't fix or save you at all. They want you to change, but will you change? They want you to stop being sad, will you stop being sad? They want you to start the healing journey, but will you start the healing journey? They want you to stop being zombies, addicts, and addiction, but will you stop being a zombie? And addicts and addiction. They want you to leave those toxic, love, broken, codependent relationships. But will you leave those toxic, love, broken, codependent relationships? You see? Black and white, straight to the point. And you don't have to comprehend that. As you believe higher source can do it for you, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for all your toxic family? Before you're even born, before you even fucking thought of. Parents still together? Miserable as fuck. Grandparents still together? Miserable as fuck. You want to see your future if you're in a positive manner? Look at all your toxic family. Don't become them. That's my tattoo 39. At 39 years old, 18 hour heart, I just turned 44 this year. For the last 5 years of my life, blessed. I stopped becoming all my toxic family at 39. I look at them, I pray for them, the whole universe. I go on my day, I go on my life. I have compassion for all the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. This whole life is a broken record. That fucking the generation cycle. Every which way, you think you're the only one suffering, the one toxic relationship, you're the only zombie, addict and addiction. Zillions are out there. Just don't become them. If you are them, when you start your healing journey to change your ways for yourself, be selfish in a positive manner. If not, fuck it. You can pray, but help manifest all you want. Write it down. Do what you got to do. Do all the therapy, counseling. But that's it for today. You might feel good today. What about tomorrow? And remember, everyone's traumatized. All the universe is traumatized. Every which way. That's what the big term for all these conversations, all these podcasts, whatever tattoos you have. Everyone's stuck on this shit on what? The generational cycle. Everyone, all the universes. As a kid, you don't know those conversations at all. You're just chilling. Kids, I love saying this shit. I'm a single father of kids. Kids are stronger than adults. Because these kids don't have none of these conversations at all. At all. They don't about anxiety, depression, PTSD, breakups. None of that bullshit. So they get to middle school, high school, and they start catching these feelings. The downfall of feelings, they're not even fucking factual. At all. I love them. Cool. Do they love you? They can verbally say, I love you. Actions speak louder than the words. They love you, but they're emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, in the fucking DM, the cell phone. Can't be the cell phone. Even the owners every which way. And they're zombies, addicts, and addiction, and they love you by your side, and they're physically whooping your ass, and they're being fuckboy fuckgirls, but they love you, and they love God. Make that make sense, you know? Bro, you need to watch a Disney movie. Once again, movies are awesome, but can a movie fix you and save you? Why 2 streams? Oh, I'm on actually at 9 streams. This is a live podcast. I'm the only one that does this in the universe. People do lives on one platform, maybe 2. I do 9 platforms, 9 cell phones. So I'm actually preach about life, raw real life, raw real feelings, and then toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. Because everyone in toxic relationships, how's that working out for you? You bitch about your partner, both of you do. Every day you bug around, but then you both brag about your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Heaven and hell, the terms. You can be an atheist. You can hear the term heaven and hell. No one's got to die to go to heaven and hell. You know that, right? Every day above ground, how are both your 4 walls? Your mental home, your physical home. Is it heaven or is it hell? Do you love going home or do you dread going home? If you love going home, that's your peace, your temple, your order, heaven and earth. I just got back from DoorDashing. I love going home. Just by myself chilling. I don't need people. I'm not codependent of no one. I want people if they want to, every which way. People that are codependent, how's this shit working out for you? You know, respectfully. And if you're trying to go home, welcome to your dungeon, your hell on earth. That's your fucking, your sentencing. Like, fuck, I gotta deal with them. No one's gotta deal with nobody. The door's right there. Anyone can leave whenever they want to. Whenever. That's your choice if you will. You know that, right? I used to be like you. I watched Toy Story 9 10 in a row and moved my story life. Not everyone is me. Me and my husband are happy all the time, very relaxed. Not everyone. Oh no, for sure. Not I'm saying everyone. Everyone's for sure is traumatized. But if here's the best part. I'm happy for you and your husband, right? Which is beautiful. Here's the kicker for everybody. You can have a badass relationship as a couple, but on both sides, can you control your lust? Do you have self-will? Jaden Will Smith, A and B monogamy, every which way. Or the ones that can't control lust, their eyes are bigger than mouth, they'll fall to lust. There's cell phone, zillions of options, OnlyFans everywhere, every which way, all the fucking lust you want. And once again, you be a power couple, everyone's traumatized. A lot of people in toxic relationships, or they're single, traumatized. They don't test the waters. They don't shoot their shot, but I call everybody the fuck out. How can you say you're a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, and you're gonna shoot your shot? You know, not think, you know the relationship, and you test the waters. Make that shit make sense. But you're a good person. Don't mention higher source. I'll call you the fuck out. You're not a good person. All my tattoos. God is good, but are you good? What? God is good, but are you good? Are you living life a higher source best as possible as one individual? If you are, then you are blessed. What about the people around you? That's the shit. What about the person by your side that you love them, but they're fucking destroying you emotionally, spiritually, potentially physically, and you still have them by your side? Make that shit make sense. And I get it. I was you. Trombone sucks. Trombones equals twin flames equals soul ties equal, addiction equal insanity equal all capital letters, codependency. I need them in my life. You need someone in your fucking life to be emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive, a fuckboy fuckgirl, and just because it doesn't matter what you claim. I go to church, you made it to a fucking building, A for effort. You read a Bible, A for effort, but you're not living the life of the higher source at all. Whatever you believe is. It could be astrology, I don't care what it is. Look who you have by your side. You are good. All my tattoos black and white. You're positive, they're negative. You're right, they're wrong. You're conscious, you're God. That's the devil. What term do you want to use? It's tatted on my body for a reason. Because everyone bitches about the person by their side. Everyone does. Especially the queens. And the best part for everybody, the door is right there. Physically, the door is right there. Why are you scared to leave? Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe a week from now, maybe 10 years from now. I don't know. I pray for you. I was you, respectfully. Doesn't know what he is saying. He is miserable. I'm miserable? Far from miserable. Far from miserable. All this shit I talk about is for you guys, not for myself. I won't ever bitch about, guess what, guys? Today I woke up and I'm sad, I'm depressed. What the fuck is that? I'm comprehended, but I don't worry about that shit. I might shed tears if I have 8 kids, if they pass away, yeah. But I just said, okay, how did my kid pass away? What caused it? Who caused it? Everything happens for a reason, right? So, and me, the best toxic relationships? Fuck no. A zillion queens in all the universe. Why the fuck am I stressed about one? Make that make sense. There's got to be another queen in the universe that she's in their healing journey, old-minded, trying to feel her feelings. And if someone triggers her, let's say I don't do it, her father does it, because I've been single for 3 years now, right? Let's say her father does it, her ex, social media, and then she comes home and then she shuts down. Hey, babe, I'm here for you. You want to talk about it? No, you don't have to talk. Then cool, guess what? I respect your boundaries, but here's the kicker. The crown comes from Jesus. Why do I get crucified? Because your father triggered you, your ex, your boss, and then you pushed me away. And then when you're ready to talk about it, whatever, a day, 4 or 5 days from now, sorry, babe, you know my ex, yes, I was you. But here's the kicker. Sorry don't fix shit. You know that, right? And then what are you going to do? I'll call you out. So every single time, babe, you get triggered, you're going to push me away. So to forewarn you, this is my life. It's not your life. I got my life, you got your life. Before I met you, I was blessed. I'm still blessed. You're not going to take my energy at all. So respectfully, I'm too much for you, dude. What are we doing here? You should be respectful. You should be with the person that's broken like you are. You're both on the healing journey. That's why you don't do opposite attract at all. It's not, especially people in the healing journey. It's not gonna work in your favor. And you can manifest, say all that, do all that, post everything on social media. But then when you go home, how's that working out for you? Respectfully, Pray to Jesus to help you heal. Oh, I'm blessed. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, my ancestors, our ancestors. All of us, myself, we chill on top of the mountain. There is no more healing for me to do. I'm healed. I let go of my exes, my past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. I've done anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. Triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma bonds. And the train top, insomnia. What the fuck is insomnia? I don't miss that shit. I haven't had it for 5 years. When I sleep, I die. I don't sit there staring at my fucking eyelids near the ceiling and think about everything in the fucking universe. And respect when I say this. How you struggling in life with no kids? 0 kids. You're a zombie and addict and addiction with no kids? Yo, I'm a single father with 8 kids. I lost 2 families. Why the fuck am I a zombie and addict and addiction? Why am I not bitching about life? I don't miss that feeling. Respectfully. It's only Jesus. That's Satan's love, depression, anxiety. You can say Satan once again if you want to use the terms, but once again, everyone has their own beliefs like God, Satan, Lucifer, right? No, on my little tattoos, they don't put a gun to your head. You know that, right? At all. Like they want you, God wants you to change, but we will change. Satan doesn't want you to change, so don't change. But here's the kicker: Satan's like, I didn't put a gun to your head. I told you to stay there, and you stay there. But here's the kicker: you got free one choice, like I had it. You can leave whenever you want to. But once again, his job is to deceive you, quote unquote. But that's your own thoughts if you break it down correctly. Do you like Chipotle? I don't really eat that, but sure. The maid wants to leave. They can leave if they want to. Oh, someone got in their feelings about, God, religion. That's a downfall with, once again, I'm not codependent on one platform when I say this. But TikTok, the best platform in the universe. But anything when it comes to religion, spiritual, they get in their feelings about it. Then that all goes well. You're going to hear his name 5 times before he calls you, and I did. Who's that? I'm asking my name. How you doing? How's it going? Oh, sorry. I literally yelled at the top of my lungs and Walmart for my ass to leave me alone because it's like... Those tattoos too much? Oh, yeah, no. My tattoos for a reason, once again, it's a map to life for the whole universe. If they trigger you, here's the best part. Show me anyone in the universe that has tattoos. Ink therapy that has my tattoos. I know 1,000... You can't show me that. Every culture, every language in the universe, you can't show me that. They might have the Bible, the Quran, little spiritual notes, that's it. But once again, respectfully, it's not, when I say this, it's not a reason of competition at all when I say this. You got tattoos, I got tattoos. If people see us visually, no words, they'll be like, oh yeah, they both got tattoos. But like, I guarantee 1,000, but that guy, a fucking bunch of words on him. Him or her, yeah, they got sleeves, they're decked the fuck out. Pretty pictures, but once again, can your tattoo, without you telling a story verbally, can your tattoo teach anything about life? Respectfully, you can have Jesus, cool, it's the cross. I've seen that. That's religious, right? Awesome. But once again, without any of us with ink therapy opening our mouth, can your tattoos teach anyone life? Respectfully, no one's out there like myself. And I'm not better than nobody when I say that, respectfully, at all. Yo, this is the one, the dude that was gonna get beat up outside the bar. Oh, well, don't be at a bar, problem solved. This science shit, constellation. He's got tattoos for constellations. It's a map to life. It's raw, real feelings. For example, everyone, especially you queens, right? You're in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. He's emotionally cheating, right? Verbally abusive, being a fuckboy, physically breaking shit, whooping your ass, taking your money, right? Take your money. So he's your slave master. He says, fuck your feelings. And you're the slave? Because you're too empathetic? You're too narcissistic? You won't ever say fuck his feelings. Because that's wrong to sin. And all you, like I used to, you pray at home manifest that one day hyacinths magically will wake up your partner and he loves you like you love him. Respect you, queens. How's that shit working out for you? Hyacinths want you to leave, but will you leave? Hyacinths want them to change, but will he change? Every day above ground, we all have free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice and natural, to be narcissistic, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl. A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you are choosing. What words do you want to use? It's that I'm about it for a reason. I'll take anybody's words, positive, negative. It's about raw, real life, raw, real feelings. I'll put it on my body. And the best part, I don't got it with my fucking mouth. When I make my shirts and hoodies, even better. Okay, when people call me out, who says that? That's wrong. Well, I have a bunch of shirts and hoodies that says words on it. So what does it say, please? Read or sentence or two. You know? And I go, oh, I say that. Why? Let me elaborate. Yeah, here's the best part. If I trigger you, especially here's the best part. If a nobody, zero, if nobody triggers you behind the screen face to face, how and why? That is a nobody. Worry about somebody you physically fucking know. Your parents, siblings, exes, baby mom, baby father, bosses. That's physical beings. Worry about them. A nobody. You might not ever see each other again, especially fucking on a cell phone, social media. Come on, man. You have a lot of where I preach. If a nobody can hurt you with your feelings behind the screen, you have a lot of healing to do, respectfully, a lot. But then you want love, relationships, marriage, family, and kids. How's this shit working out for you? It's not gonna work in your favor, respectfully. You know, you just don't know that yet. I was you like 5 years ago. Generally, I don't think I know what love is, and I'm 25. That's bad. Hey, Mochi. Once again, if I say that correctly, which I don't know, if I didn't, please correct me. I'm going to go for now. I'll talk to you. Have a blessed night. Take care. Be blessed. Be safe. Then my ex called me today. Asked if I was a witch because all the other stuff that was happening. Well, we can go for Forewarn. Once again, like if you know the healing journey, you have energy. Like you. My situation, I see future in a positive manner. Like I'm not deep in the rabbit hole, but like. It's energy. Matrix talk. On my tattoos, red pill and blue pill, right? All I see is squares, empathetic people, circles, narcissistic people, all these bad boy, bad girl, fuck girls, and zombies, addiction, addiction. I want to see 3 codes. I don't care religion, code, whatever you claim to be. I don't care about race. I care about you and your energy as a being. Hey, what's up, Fred? How you thinking? How you been? How's it going? Respectfully. That's all I see. And when it comes to Love Queen, Mochi Donuts, like that's the thing. I call everybody out, you know, because once again, a lot of us say we want love, right? But like, I call everybody out, respectfully, and say this: do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? I promise you 1,000. If you knew what it was, you would not talk about this toxic relationship. You would not get involved. If you did, you fucking know the door is right there. You will get up and leave. Here's the best part: nobody had to forewarn you. Nobody has to stay. Just to let you know. Grace in you. How you, King, likewise. How you been? How's life? How's the kiddos? How's your health? It's been a minute. I gotta reach out to you. You know, and that's the shit for everybody. Like, you're 25, right? You're mad young. You're fresh. But the cool thing, you're asking that. You know, you're figuring that out. Like, I don't know what love is, which is not a bad thing. You're ahead of the game. Trust me. At 39, my tattoo. 30, my ex, my mother, of boys. You know, we do co-parenting. She's like, "Why do you have 39?" I go, "All this time having this tattoo, and you better get asking me that question." I go, because at 39 years old, when you got up and left me and I cried like a bitch, I cried like a bitch. Why? It was a blessing in disguise. You know, it was every which way. I started my healing journey at 39. In this lifetime, I pray to God and a higher source in the next lifetime, I'll be fucking 10 years old saying all this shit. That's why I have all these little notes, once again, these petty words to the universe. And that's why I tell you, out of all my tattoos, right, I told her, it's an oxymoron. It says, I love you for leaving me. How do you tell someone that they destroyed you, I love you for leaving me? It was a blessing in disguise. In the beginning, breakups, divorces, you don't see it. You don't, especially kids that are involved, it's gonna fuck you up. Oh, thank you for thanking. It's gonna fuck you really bad because when your little one asks you, hey, mom, dad, where's mom at? Where's dad at? And you're fucking going through it, it's gonna destroy the shitty. Like, you don't know how to respond. Well, mom's not here because she's sick or she's working a lot. Yeah, all these bullshit excuses. You don't know how to be like, hey, like, It's we're not to be together no more. We're gonna try to figure it's not easy. Once again, the healing journey, very, very painful because now you gotta go through these feelings and the intent to get overcome as best as possible. That's why the healing journey is scary, because the intent to fall back, be alone, face tattoo, right? Both my arms alone, right? And then start your healing journey. It's hell of a lot easier with the real support teams that we elaborate these conversations. We break it down. Shit out. I was you. Anyone tell you shit, yo, you're the original self. I was you. That's the people you rock with. That's the people, guess what do you mean by that? They tell you stories. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. But the positive is, if you're the one trying to do the healing journey, like, why am I sad? Let me tell you, sad, I don't have sadness no more. When I did have sadness, this is what I was going through. And that's the cool thing about everything. Thank you for always being a light to others. Oh, thank you for no, hey, I'm just 5 years doing this. I've been doing this my last damn breath. I just tell stories. It sucks to get destroyed and wing fucking life. Winging life is not fun. I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's not fun at all. You can have money, power, and fame, but then when you go home, like, fuck, I gotta deal with Maria, I gotta deal with John. No, you don't. The downfall is you don't know how to, like, detox from codependency, like, or have the adult conversation, babe, I love you, but guess what? This life is not gonna work out. And then that they're too emotional and be shedding tears, potentially clinging onto you. So it's an oxymoron. It sounds so fucking bad, right? But it's easier to cheat, leave, ghost, break up with them through a fucking text than to have the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. Babe, guess what? Face to face. They're gonna shed tears. It's gonna hurt them. You know that, right? But it's better to keep it 1,000, keep it honest, every which way. Don't keep it 100, sell a dream and run. So that means every time you're in a toxic relationship, you're gonna run. Hurt people because you're hurt. Hurt people. That was not your intent, but you did. Heal people. What do? We heal people. We got to point, like, just tell them. But that's why you should, as a being, fall back, start the healing journey, and date yourself. What? Date you, get to know you. What's your fucking love languages? What are your boundaries? What are your standards? If that's Japanese to you, you have a lot of healing to do. Respectfully. I'm doing good, brother. Family's amazing. I'm great. My health is good. Hey, King, that's beautiful. I always ask everybody that, even Seattle, the farmer's market, even DoorDash, and they be like, why do you ask about my health, my body? Because this vessel is very delicate, especially the older we get. Because we all get paper cuts, we all say, ow. Yes, everyone has their own pain tolerance, but you know that paper cut's going to suck. It's going to sting all fucking day, probably for about a week, and it sucks. You put Neosporin, all the band-aids you want, but it hurts, right? And that's physical pain. What about the mental? That's why you can be a gym rat. I'm doing more gym therapy, right? You got to take care of the body, it's about to take care of you. So you can be a gym rat, physically fit. I ask everybody, I did the farmer's market. They're cool, they're gym rats. I could tell they're gym rats, right? I go, how you doing upstairs? What do you mean with your mental health? Your 4 walls upstairs? They're like, that's a good question. I'm working on that. Well, remember this. I'm happy you're doing physically. That's beautiful. Nothing's wrong with that. But it's balanced. The yin, the yang. You got to take care of upstairs also, especially when you want love, relationships. If not, a lot of us say we want love. Trust me, I used to do the same shit, right? And when you get it, then what? If you become bored, then what? That's the shit. You don't want to become bored. If you become bored in a relationship, off the rip fresh, then what are you doing there? That's the shit. I actually speak on the words every which way, man. You just don't know that yet. That's why I tell everybody, like, date yourself to get to know yourself. On top of that, look in the fucking mirror and don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If behind the screen today as you speak, right, or in general wise, look in the mirror. Would you actually date yourself the way you live in? Your mental health, physical health, your environment, whatever lifestyle you live in, would you date yourself? A lot of people kind of, like, once again, my sister out here on TikTok, Food for Thought, she taught me that like 2 years ago. She asked me that because I'm like, what? I've never heard of that. It's fucking beautiful. No one asked me that shit before, so I was like, yeah, I would. I'm a single father of kids. I tell the queens, I can't give you financial health. I can give you fucking love, 1,000, life, 1,000. But once again, financial, I'm a single father of kids. I'm co-parenting best as possible. $1, what's $1 with 8 kids? And that's the shit for everybody. But once again, like, that's where you break it down day one off the rip. What do you want from this? Everyone, respectful, everyone does all these traditional corny ass, like, going on dates. Like, what are dates? I don't do dates. One date and that's it. Get the fuck ass. Gotta break it down every which way. Queen, if I'm too much for you, this conversation sounds different, then guess what? It ends right here. We get platonic, or guess what? No hard feelings. I go my day, go my life. I don't need you in my life. I am not codependent of you. A zillion people in the universe, well, this is about you. I want you if you want me. Match energy, not take energy. If this conversation is too much for you, then guess what? No hard feelings. I go my day, go my life. We can say associate, platonic, whatever term you want to use, but just to let you know, there won't be us at all. End of story. Or if you want to go on dates and go fucking learn the hard way. But here's the best part. That's why, as a being, when you know boundaries, just to forewarn you, you hear about boundaries. Nobody has to respect your boundaries. You can verbalize them. Hey, I don't deal with jealousy, insecurity issues, drinking and bullshit. Cool, bet. They can say, okay, I want to do that. I don't do that. And then 30 days down the road, they're doing it. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? You can really, hey, I told you, they fucking want. I don't deal with drinking at all. I don't do that. You told me you don't do that. So now you do that. So you sold me a dream. Guess what? You get it. I'm out. What? You're making, yes, it's over because of that. You don't. Here's the best part. Learn from this shit. At least it's only 30 days in. We can exchange energy, S06 intercourse, but it's only 30 days in. Better than 3 months, a year. Fear in a positive manner. Just to let you know this, if you don't know this, and on top of that, you don't have to comprehend this. The longer you're the individual, the more it's gonna hurt you. Especially if you're a square, empathetic person. All you nice and naturals. What is your flaw? Like my old flaw was, you're too. All my tattoos. You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too. You call what people pleasers. That's what you are. I don't hurt their feelings, be mean to them. Well, I can accept. Fuck it. Accept them. Do what I did. Well, I love everything about him and her, but they drink. But that butt line's gonna beat you up on the long run until you get exhausted, and you could have told them 30 days in, but you waited a year. Analogy, metaphor, right? It's what I say. It's better to die today and tomorrow, not physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So 30 days is better than 90 days, better than a year. And oh shit, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. I'm not. My tattoo. I'll become a deadbeat father. Peace. I gotta go. But I call everybody the fuck out. Respect. I say this. All you deadbeat mothers, deadbeat fathers, all my tattoos. You can't call yourself, because I'll let you know. I'll call you out. You can't call yourself a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, because you know you're doing wrong. You give up on an ex. You don't give up on a kid. That kid is your inner child. They don't know shit about life. So teach them about life. I have 8 kids. I tell them, yo, don't become your mother and father. I'm going to hold you and guide you so you don't become us. So you don't fucking wing life. Winging life fucking sucks every which way. I have a lazy eye as well. Well, that's cosmetics. As long as you got your mental health, you get the physical. This body is just an avatar. When I say this, I must sound potentially crazy to a lot of people, but like, respect for humans are fucking weak. Beings are fucking weak, respectfully. Physical, it's just a body, it's an avatar. I already know a human average lifespan, if you peek the fuck out this weak ass body, 100 maybe to 130 years old. I'm trying to fucking break the record of 200, right? But I already know if I get to that age, even if I'm physically fit, right? My body's gonna become frail. Everything's gonna hurt. And I'm gonna fucking physically hate life. Like not hate life in a bad way. Just like this physical pain. I can't really shut it off. I'm not a fucking AI. Guess what? Pain shut off. It's not a circuit breaker. No, I'm gonna feel it. I have to say physically, I gotta take this avatar best as possible. But mentally up here, my mental home, please. 5 years ago, to this day, to my last day in breath, I'm a beast. I'm a god. I'm immortal. I won't ever die. Zeus the god ain't Zeus the god ain't got shit on I. What I call it, Zeus the Greek god, because Zeus the Greek god, a god quote unquote, loved his wife, but he was a fuck boy. He was a fuck boy, but he loved his wife. That's not love. That's called toxic love. Love doesn't hurt. It's highly impossible. Toxic love hurts. You love someone that doesn't love you back at all. Toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, potentially even fucking life. When your partner starts fucking really whooping your ass and physically fucking you up, and they threaten you as you leave me. Guess what? There's all the red flag. But once again, the first red flag in toxic relationships to be emotionally cheating. Everyone that says they want love, quote unquote, relationships, nothing wrong with looking. You can look all you want, but when you're gawking, like you've never seen a man and woman in your life, that's called emotionally cheating. Your eyes are big. You can't do monogamy. A and B. You can say it. Cool. That's what you have, the housewife, house husband. Then you have what? The work husband, work wife. Because they ain't fucking pleasing me at home. Nowadays, the cell phone, you get a zillion fucking options. But once again, if you can't control your loves, don't offer monogamy. You and I, and that's it. A and B. Do poly, open, benefits, fuck buddy situations. Nowadays, we're 25 and under, you're friends. I love that shit. I love seeing that shit. You're 25 years and you're fucking younger, right? And I love to call them the fuck out. Yo, that's your boyfriend? That's not my boyfriend. Yo, that's your girlfriend? That's not my girlfriend. So I asked both of them, both parties, A and B, and they both said, no, that's not my boyfriend, that's not my girlfriend. That's just my friend. Cool. So what I do, Test the waters. Shoot my shot. What's up, Booch Queen? Can I get to know you? Can I get your number? And when you just feel, well, what you doing? Yo, what? You can't be in your feelings. That's not your. You both said, hey, that's not my girlfriend. That's not my boyfriend. So why are you feelings about it? Because you don't want the title to say boyfriend girl. Because you want options. That's why. So why don't you just do benefits? That's a friend. You can't get in your feelings, man. You have a lot of healing to do. What are you gonna do? Fight the fucking universe? When everyone shoots a shot and we tell them the same shit you just told me. That's my friend. So why you jealous? Why are you controlling? That's not your girlfriend. You know, that's the shit. It's shit for everybody, man. You gotta know what you want in life, especially if you want quote unquote relationships. That the fuck ass. They're not easy at all. What I speak about energy wise, I got my life, my universe. She has her life, the potential to be. She got her universe, right? So I ask you, Queen, babe, to be potential. What is your everyday routine? How's your life you live in type of situation? Why do you want to know all that? Because if you want to be a couple, get to know each other, I date you in your universe, you date me in my universe. Can you do this? You ready for this? If not, then guess what? We just stay platonic friends, or this conversation ends after this. You know, we don't talk to each other. It don't hurt my feelings. The intent is that I don't hurt your feelings. You know, I know it's a different conversation, but once again, what do you want from this? A lot of people want love. They claim that shit. A lot of people don't know what the love is. They'll say it, do it. Cool. In this lifetime, how many bodies you're going through? Bodies you're going through to finally comprehend what love is. And just to let you know the answer, it don't come from nobody else. Your kids, I'm a single for your kids. They give you unconditional love for now. Comma for now. What do you mean for now? You was a kid. You became a teenager, a young adult. Then you left the household. Love comes from you. If you want true happiness, unconditional love, support, real support team, the fountain of youth. It starts from you, not nobody else. That's why to call it the fuck out. If people make you feel good, if man-made bullshit makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense. And that's not, that little saying is not tied on me yet, but it will be tied on me soon. A lot of my sayings that I say many times, broken record, it'll be tied on my body. Eventually make shirts and hoodies. And once again, when I say it a billion times, when I have my shirts and hoodies on, they actually have words on it, my little tattoos or people's tattoos, their sayings. I don't have to open my mouth. I walked to Seattle, Washington State, Eastern Washington, and Western Washington. Eastern Washington, I'm the fucking devil. All these, I won't say men and women, all these boys and girls that look at me, I'm the devil in their eyes. And they're religious people, spiritual people, atheist people, good people. But they all look at me and they don't say shit. It hurt my feelings. Nobody had to say nothing. They can call me crazy. Remember, the think is not knowing, judge is not knowing, assume is not knowing. Gossip is not knowing. If you look at somebody, if you don't make a comment or ask a question, you won't ever fucking know. You won't ever start a conversation at all. I am A, you look at me. You are B. Fuck that. Let me go gossip. And so that guy's got, you know how many times in Seattle here all the time? Before you speak, I looked at you before you even spoke. I'll be more aware of you. I thought prison tattoos, right? But when you speak to people wise, they love your energy. I was like, yeah, my looks are deceiving, right? Yeah, you're fucking very deceiving. But I did it for a reason. All the tattoos is a attention getter. I don't need validation from people, nor the universe. I did it for a reason, to get your attention. I preach a better environment. Heaven and hell. All the suburbs get areas for the most part on the overall. Heaven on earth. All the ghetto hoods, I live in this shit, but I'm not in this shit. It's hell on earth. In the ghetto hoods, a journey. And the suburbs, a healing journey. A massive difference. That's what Seattle, especially the north side, Seattle-wise, I'm famous. Fuck it, can I take pictures? Yeah. You have social media? Yeah. We follow each other. Yeah, man, I'm just door dashing. I'm a person door dashing, and I tell queens all the time, the only reason why we're speaking to each other is not because of me, because these tattoos, they got your attention, right? Like, you're doing a good job. Yeah, my party is out of control. I know I am. I did it for a reason, to get your attention. And now we're talking about the healing journey, and you're talking about the books you read, therapy, counseling, ayahuasca, I hear all that, which is beautiful, but I ask all of them, so are you doing good for yourself? As you speak, face to face, where nobody's to each other, are you happy with your life? As you speak. If not, keep working on yourself. I preach about day by day and baby steps. This healing journey is not a race, no marathon. You can start whenever you want to, but I will say this, the younger the better. Everyone that's older than us, let's say you're like 35 plus, right? Which is not too old, but 35 plus, they could be 70 years old, barely starting your healing journey. And you would talk to yourself. You'd be like, fuck, I wish I was younger. If my parents would have taught me, those sayings don't exist. It's been written. It's been written. But the positive is, well, I tell everybody, pay it forward to the universe. I tell everyone do a fucking podcast. Here's the kicker. Nobody has to comprehend nobody, but I'll tell you, one person to make a comment or ask a question to spark conversation. Why do you say that? Why do you believe that? Can you please elaborate? Like, I don't comprehend what you're trying to tell me. Let me elaborate. Maybe the way I'm saying it, you don't have to wait. Guess what? Whatever. That's why me as a being, all these tattoos. Deflection. I can elaborate. I don't like the way you say it. Comb, ChatGPT, C.AI, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify. You have all these resources for the whole universe. If you want to start your healing journey, if you want to feel your feelings to comprehend your feelings to evolve in life. But that's only for you as one being. Nobody can do for nobody. Nobody can't fix, change, save anyone in the universe at all. I'm a single father with 8 kids. I can't fix, change, or save them. Physically, yes, I can. If I have money like that, financially, yes, I can. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, no, I can't. Just to let you know that, what? You can't save no one emotionally, mentally, spiritually at all. You go there and guide them. By the time my one-on-ones, I'm on these live platforms in Seattle Farmers Market, my one-on-ones. Physically, behind the screen, we're talking to each other, right? But when I go home, I'm blessed. When I set up these live sessions, I'm blessed. I get in my car, I'm blessed. If you're not blessed, why aren't you blessed? Who or what is taking energy? Talk to yourself. Who or what takes my energy? Why am I sad? What caused my depression? My PTSD? All my tattoos. 95% of the universe, like I was you guys, past tense, all my tattoos. All these tattoos. These are my scars, healed. 95% of the universe, these are your cuts and wounds. You see this word, trust, you see this word, if it triggers you, PTSD, it's just the word PTSD. I got it, everyone has PTSD. Because everyone's traumatized. You have an empathetic family, empathetic you're in the suburbs, nice areas, but when you go to school, you get bullied and shit. Welcome to PTSD. Why? That's why when people say this corny ass line, I used to say, life's a bitch, life's hard. So my tattoos and say, life's hard. Everyone is stuck on that generational cycle. The bullies that bullied you are getting bullied at home. The parents in toxic relationships are bullying each other. The cherry on top, relationships make you, break you, death, destroy you. That is why before that, you sold them a dream, they sold you a dream. Welcome to life's hard. That's why. That's for everybody. The whole all the universes, whatever you think to be, Anunnaki, starseeds, in 5 years, blessed my healing journey, healed. There's no more healing for me to do with my personal mental health. I'm blessed. It's the people around me, I can learn from others every which way. Hey, number one, how you doing? How's it going? But it's people that trigger you. Why? If you're sad, why? Talk to yourself. Why and how do I feel the way I feel? Who or what is causing it? And when you figure out who it is or what it is, what are you going to do about it? You're going to feel your feelings? You're going to let them go? What are you choosing? What are you doing, And that's for everybody. If not, keep wearing the mask, smiles, behind you dying crying. And respectfully, what does everybody do? Play the role of victim, tell a soft story, boo-hoo me. The victim mentality. You can do that shit for the rest of your fucking life. Point the finger. It's easy to point the finger at everybody in the mother but yourself. You don't know this yet, potentially-wise, but all this happened to us because we allowed it. Because we don't know what boundaries are, the love languages, standards. We don't know this healing journey. This is all Japanese to us. And once again, higher source. Nothing's wrong with higher source at all. Just to forewarn you, God, Buddha, here's the kicker. Do you believe God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha? Hey, what's up, Leah? How you been? Morning. Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors are sad and depressed. If they aren't sad and depressed, why are you sad and depressed? Talk to yourself. Make that shit make sense, And once again, trigger the subject. They can do it for you. If they could, then why do they still feel like that tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now? Why? Who and what's causing it? That's why I tell everybody, talk to yourself, man. If not, it's gonna suck. You're gonna suffer potentially the majority of your life. And that sucks if you have that fucked up feeling, and it doesn't matter what you have man-made. Money, power, and fame. Right, but when you go home, you go in your car like, fuck, I'm all alone. The foreign universe initially is scared to be alone because we're brainwashed and we're raised to be codependent. As kids, the kid need your parents, your caregivers, right? But eventually you become alone. And that's where you get homesick type of situation. But once again, you don't need people, you want people every which way. If they want you, match energy, not take energy. So that's just for everybody. We don't need people, we want people. Say that again?
I'm saying we...
Go ahead.
Alright, guys. don't get to my dark side here, okay?
Elaborate.
Alright, so basically, my dark side is something you don't want to get on, alright?
Okay.
Because when you get to my dark side, that's a whole different side of me.
Right. Within all of us. Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just kind of, like, act like a menace.
Right.
And like a devil.
The devil comes out of us? Yeah. Right, that's all of us. That's our narcissist traits. The bad side of us: hate, narcissist, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, evil, envy, jealous. Everyone's got that. That's what it's called, triggers. Control your triggers.
It makes me want to cut up people.
Right. Yeah, our narcissist traits. Everyone can become a sociopath, psychopath, but will you become one? Will you allow yourself to get to that point?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, well. If you want to get to that point, you got to be careful. And that's it for everybody. Religious talk. You have to be religious. Adam and Eve. I'm going to tell you about... Yeah, this is Adam and Eve. Left ear, Cain, Abel. Right ear's Noah's Ark. My left ear. This is my saying to the universe. I've been saying this for 5 years. Eventually, sometime this year, I'll get that on my back. We can all become Cain and take your brother Abel out emotionally, mentally, spiritually, verbally, physically, because we got triggered by words, feelings, conversation, and truth. A premeditated choice. All of us, the devil, all my tattoos. When y'all driving your car, right? You see the stoplight? These are called triggers. Red light, you're bothered. Yellow light, angered. Green light, hatred. You got triggered. That's what the green light triggered. Now the devil comes out of you. Now you become Cain and take your brother Abel out. Doesn't matter how you do, but you did it. And when you're done, and you could hatred, you let that shit release, and then you breathe. And then, well, oh shit, what the fuck did I do? Just to let you know, SARS don't fix shit. Especially you do the exact same shit all the fucking time, aka insanity. Yo, SARS don't. I tell my kids, like that's how the way his feet to full is. My second oldest son, he tells his brothers, SARS don't fix nothing at all. If you do the same thing all the time, SARS don't fix nothing at all. And my brothers, just like dad says, I was like, tell me I'm wrong. If you keep doing the same shit every single time, it's not working out for you at all. SARS don't fix shit at all. You make a couple mistakes here and there, but it's a repetitive mistake. Word for word, action for action, is not going to do shit. Sorry, I punched you. Sorry, no. It don't matter. That's why I tell you, rejection is protection. Fred says that. Rejection, protection, I added that word up. To remind the whole universe, it's your life. It's like the last potential to be last year. No, I'm thinking, not even my girlfriend, a potential. She taught me this. Fear, not fear, but, forever, last dying breath, marriage, grow old with each other. It's not factual. Because one day I can wake up, you can wake up. I don't want to do this no more. She said, are you ready for that? I go, babe, remember, not even my girlfriend, a potential. Like, babe, I'll tell you day one, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. You're not going to hurt you can't hurt my feelings. The door is right there. If I'm too much for you, you can ghost me, divorce me. It don't hurt my feelings. A zillion queens in all the universe, why was this about you? One. Make that make sense respectfully. After you, you're the only one that's on the healing journey. There's got to be on the healing journey, potentially healed. I don't know, but I don't worry about that. And after the same thing, do you worry about that? She's like, kinda. Well, there it is. So, how many times am I back? Fair in a positive manner. Did you know anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone could break up with you, anyone could divorce you? That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how we react, how we respond. Or do you live fear scared of that? That little saying to the whole universe is, what? That will be tatted on my back. Eventually make sure to hoodies. It's fair enough. It's a forewarning. What? They can? They can. You can have the most beautiful, exotic relationship, lovey-dovey, God, Buddha, whatever you claim to be, and they can go one day, go to work. You know what? I don't want to go home. I'm not going to go home. And they can just fucking ghost you. You can have 20 kids deep, doesn't matter. Like, I don't want this. Yes, I could talk to them, but I know it's going to hurt them really bad. I don't want to deal with all the tears. I don't want to deal with all that negativity. I don't want to deal with none of that drama. I'm just ghosting. To tell the universe, you got to be ready for that, man. What? But once again, it's not just one day. No. It's all the red flags are there. You're in a couple, quote unquote, love each other, right? In the same household. Less texting, less calling. You're upstairs, she's downstairs. You fucking lay in the same bed, can't even talk to each other. That's called red flags. That's just going from love to toxic love. Like the Bible talk in the beginning. So I'm gonna get tired of my body somewhere. My body's gonna say in the beginning. I'm gonna make sure the hoodie say in the beginning and then put ... All the religious people, oh, that's like the Bible. Yes, the first sentence, right? But no, I got your religious people attention. That's for all of us. What do you mean? What do we all say in Toxic Love Broken Codependent Relationships? In the beginning, we're lovey-dovey, right? Everything was good in the beginning. Cool, love. So when did it come shift to toxic love? What? When did it go to toxic love? When the red flags started happening? In the beginning, it was so good. Yes, we all said the same shit, word for word. No matter what are you into. So why did it go from love, because my tattoo, small letters, love is consistent, to toxic love that's inconsistent? What was the red flags? Rewind time in your head, because once again, I can help you elaborate, but I'm not physically you. That's not my partner, that's your partner. You know, but we can break it down together. And that's the intent as it being. Okay, well, once again, everything starts with emotion cheating. Well, in the beginning it was cool, but a month in, they were staring at a guy growing in front of my face. Did you like that? No. Did you tell him that? No. Well, there's the red flag. You did not realize boundaries. What? What are boundaries? That's your boundaries. You don't like that. Those are called standards. You don't like that. So you verbalize it, but just to let you know you can verbalize it, they don't have to respect it. If they keep disrespecting you, then what are you doing? What are you choosing? Oh, have a blessed night. Can you take care, be safe? Pray everything's good with you. And I say it respectfully. Because if not, then, or you stay there, maybe tomorrow. I pray about maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week, maybe a year from now, maybe a year from now. Another thing we time back, right? Because we all, when the relationship falls apart, right? We all say the same shit. Victim mentality. I gave them 5 years of my life. In due time, we start more awakening journey, a part of the healing journey. You'll say, we gave each other 5 years of our lives. So once again, to put it in a positive manner, nobody says this shit, right? You and I cannot get nor buy back what God, the Almighty, cannot give it back to you. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by your side as a partner? Make that shit make sense. That was the same time my body makes shit to hoodies. A zillion people in all the fuck universe. Why are you stressing about one? There's nobody else in the whole fuck. Maybe locally, there's nobody there physically that not on the healing journey. You're speaking Japanese to them. Like Eastern Washington. I'm the devil in their fucking eyes. Western Washington, Washington State, from Seattle. Once again, my pioneering that I control. Everyone has narcissistic traits, right? The north side of Seattle, I have thousands upon thousands of options. Zillions of queens. Taste the fucking rainbow, taste the cultures, because they're on a healing journey. When they see me, the only reason why we speak to each other is because my tattoos. We sit there, we start talking and vibing. Like fucking best friends for 5 to 10 minutes. Then what? We're just chilling. You know, exchange numbers, social media, and that's the time. Like all it preaches about raw real life, raw real feelings, toxic love, broken codependent relationships, because that's what we all worry about. Hey, what's up, old lion? How you doing, the king? How's it going? You know, that's what we all bitch about. Like, who am I gonna give my love to? Trust and loyalty. That's a major issue. Here's the kicker: no one. They can start initially because everything starts with love initially, and then it'll fizzle off to what? Toxic love. Or did it start with love, quote unquote, but actually was lust? In toxic relationship or healthy relationship, lust is part of the equation, TLC sex intercourse, right? But if you base it off just that, you're beautiful, male, female, beautiful body, TLC is phenomenal, right? But then you can't, after you're done with TLC, you can't even talk to each other. No conversation. You go your way, I go my way, but I love you. Verbally, I do. Emotionally and spiritually, no, the fuck I don't. Bro, you know, I have 5 children. Oh, I got a squad. I got a colony. I got 8 kids. So yeah. I tell everybody, like, once again, no one taught me this shit. I was forewarned. I'm a real support team. I pay 14 of us. I tell everybody, I got 8 kids. I tell them all the time, like, yo, kiddos, and everyone is younger than I am, right? Wait till you're 30, 40 years old. The word kids, marriage, to have that in vocabulary till you're 30, 40 years old, make sure you're established. You, as one being, are established. The potential to be, the partner she's established. Whatever you're into, he's established. Potentially have a better outcome, or be like your parents become us. And I'm going to give you shit. You want to become us? Just to let you know, especially the female side, you could become prego. He could be a fuckboy. He could be a Debbie father. Piece that got to go. Then what? What are you choosing? What are you doing? Once again, you want to become us? Winging life sucks. And especially with a little one, it sucks really, really bad. And when the little one asks you, hey, where's mom? Where's dad at? It's going to fuck them up. It's going to fuck you up and them up. And then when they go to school, they got a mother, but they don't got a father, so they can't. They have their friends, that those type of relationships, those type of conversations. They don't have that. They can't have that. What's up, Burke? How you doing, Queen? It's so old and tired. This woman and I can't stand each other. I don't know what to do with her now. Yes. What's up, Erica?
How do I kick I want to know a question because I need to report somebody out and get him off my panel. He's not getting off. How do I kick him out?
How do you kick him out? So you can, let's say if you're here, I can click on your box. So watch, I click on your box. You click on info, and then you click on manage, and you hit click out, and then when it says kick out, you can kick it. It'll say.
I'm on a live panel right now, and he's being disrespectful, and it's like I don't have time for that.
Is it your panel or somebody else's panel?
It's my panel. It's my panel.
Oh, okay.
Page.
Yeah. So I tell you, just click on the name.
The first one I've done.
Okay, so click on. Oh, congratulations on that part. Click on their name.
Click on his name.
Yeah, click on his name, right? And then you go to info. You see the info?
Info.
Right. Click on info. Yeah. Then you can go to manage. The little star wheel settings wheel. Top left. It says manage.
Okay.
You see it?
Hold on, I'm looking for it again. It just pops up with this broadcasting task.
Yeah, so manage, right? So
manage. I got it, manage, yeah.
Okay, go to manage and
so I can kick him out,
yeah,
right?
so click on kick out, right? But when you click on kick out, on the top left it'll say like a little dot, it'll say, like I think it's like forever ban, forever kick out. Click on that and then kick him out. Now they're officially banned off your in general, as you banned them in general. They have to make a whole new account to come back in the panel.
No, I'm not gonna ban him. I feel like banning him because he's been nothing but disrespectful to me and to a pastor.
Okay, so well, if you want to, for now, just click on kick out, and that's it. So kick out, kick him out, and that's it. If he comes, you can remember this. He can come back in. He'll come back in tomorrow if he wants to. If he does, that's when you choose the option.
But by that time, he's gonna be blocked. He doesn't matter if he comes back in.
Okay, well, yeah.
By tomorrow, he's blocked.
Well,
kick him out, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, you're good. You can block him, kick him out, whatever you want to. But that's how you do it. The cool thing about.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I got.
I'm still in it, but I want my life back.
There. No, thank you so much.
Oh, for sure. For sure. There you go. You got it. Yeah. Block him. Who cares? Exactly. Remember, rejection is protection. But that's a good thing about social media.
So
oh yeah, no, yeah, you're welcome. Got you. This is cyber world, my world.
I just kicked them.
And many of them are children of devil.
No, I just kicked them out right now. No, thank you so
By
much.
talking, they can demolish the talent God has given to you. And it's right.
That's how I'm big on my sister Erica. Once again, like religion, once again, whatever you believe in, religion, Buddha, whatever. Just to forewarn you, you got on these platforms like you got my tattoos. You got trolls, cyber bullies, keyboard warriors. Like on the social media world, once again, the pros and cons. If social media is too much for you, you don't have to be on social media at all. Use yourself for what? Google, YouTube, researching. No Facebook, no platforms at all. But the positive about these platforms is what? It's called triggers. You're having a good day. I love saying scenario all the time. You're having a good day. Love the universe, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, right? And you're on lunch break. You go on a TikTok, Bigo, whatever it is. And you're not in the box. You're not even commenting somebody's live or somebody's post. And you read it or you watch that video. And now you're sad. Now you're depressed. PTSD. Hateful and shit. Now that video, that post, that live session, that comment took your energy. And you go back to work and your day goes to shit. So talk to yourself. Who and what caused it? Why did it cause it? That's the test to talk to yourself. Not fuck these feelings. Cool. Wear the mask, smiles behind you, dying, crying, and be miserable for another day, another week, another year. That's the most unjust bullshit to be miserable in life. It doesn't matter what you achieve in life. Respect. You have everything man made: money, power, fame, beauty, OnlyFans, Gucci, Prada, game, whatever you claim, the dollar. But here's the best part: this dollar can't talk to you physically. You got the AI, a fucking thousand, but once again, people are scared of it or they don't want to. I'm like, I respect him. I love having conversation with AI because respect when I say this, I can have deep conversation with AI because it's man-made coding in a computer that has the conversations. If you want to start the healing journey, I promise 1,000, ChatGPT, C.AI, Google, Alexa, whatever it is. Hey, what's depressions? What are breakups? How do I start the healing journey? How do I let go? How to detox from codependency? Ask these questions if you're ready to. If not, research whatever. Money, power, and fame. Get more tattoos. Whatever the fuck you're doing. The body is an avatar. It's a vessel. It's your mind. That's again. You know, like what I say to the fullest, because big conversations, we torture ourselves sometimes. Hell yeah, sometimes, king, a lot of times. The question is for how much for longer, you know? That's the shit. This time I stopped that shit at 39, because, you know, once again, my ex got up. I'm blessing this, guys. It hurts. Breakups suck. But if we're in the universe, if there's no kids, I tell everybody I'm going to do my one-on-ones. Like, in Seattle, you know, in the streets, all my tattoos. Yeah, ask me, yo, King, Queen, you have kids with them? Nah, no kids. You're fucking blessed. What? Run. What? Run like Forrest Gump. Don't fucking look back. Stop being their mother. Stop being their father. Stop fucking being the probation officer. That's an adult. Technology, I promise you 1,000. The zillion I don't have, your ex-to-be, let them make a post on any platform. In the comments, in the fucking DMs, straight gay trans after them. Now the question is, will you go body hop in the whole phase? Will they go body up in the whole phase? Would you jump into a relationship right away? Or will they jump into a relationship right away? Anyone that jumps into a relationship right away, they're on a journey. They're not on a healing. They took no time to heal. And you think you suffered? Your ex is moving the fuck on right away. That new part about to suffer more than you did, because why? Your ex took time to heal. And it's not raising the competition, but anyone that falls back, go to breakup, divorces, you're winning not knowing, because you're trying to do the healing journey. Your ex moved the fuck on because they don't want to feel the feelings. They're on a journey. You got destroyed. Trust me, I promise you 1,000. Next to be, they're gonna destroy more than you. And they can throw shit in your face. Hey, I got your fuck. They can say whatever. I got your man. I got your woman. All that shit. But yeah, for now. What? For now, enjoy that shit while that shit lasts. Deal with all that trauma before me. You know, I mean, our shit, and then before me was what? All that shit gonna go to you. You don't know anything about them yet. Right now, be lovey-dovey. Like 90 Day Fiance, I'll give you guys 90 days. What? 90 days tops. 30, 60 days, 90 days tops, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, you know? What's the number one? Anything else to go on? Yeah, I never felt a breakup like this. Is all the kids. I never felt pain like this. I can't just walk away. I had too much. I just wanted to rest with her. Well, here's the kicker. That's why I say I make it sound easy as fuck. But 5 years ago, if I could find my clip, which I got too many laptops, too many computers. I'm a geek techie. But when I find it, I'll play the clip. I sound so strong because I worked on myself. 5 years ago, my real support team had, where's my tattoos? Right here. 10 lab workers, 10 people for 88 days. All these questions, all 10 of them. What caused depression? What caused PTSD? Why am I sad? Why do breakups hurt so bad? You know, when kids, I got kids, and they elaborated. Like, you don't have to comprehend this, but I was you. You're the words myself. This pain, I asked him, is this pain forever? It's not forever. If you allow it to be forever, because you're the one going to do it, I can't take this from you. God can't do it for you. God wants you to change, but will you change? I want you to change, but will you change? You're the only one who can let go. It's gonna hurt. It hurts for now. But if you allow it to be forever and you want to become miserable and bitter, so be it. You can. Or stay there, church your corny fucking ways for religion, culture, because your parents, all your family did it. Look at this. Here's the best part. All your family's still together, toxic as fuck, right? And they're religious, spiritual, Buddhists, whatever they claim to be. But as a couple, we know behind closed doors, they're miserable as fuck. And they get back. It doesn't matter about man-made bullshit. They back about to everybody to throw in the people's faces. We went to buy a mansion, everything, but we know, once again, behind closed doors, they're miserable, toxic as fuck. Go to church, Buddha, doesn't matter. As a couple, toxic as fuck. Once again, fair and positive matter. Look at your toxic family. Let's say your parents and grandparents, how old are they? What is your age gap between them? That has become you and your partner that's toxic as fuck. 10 years from now, 30, 50 years from now, you already become them. That's your future, literally in front of your face. And when kids are involved, that's just called what? The generational cycle. Then your kids more likely to become you. Or respectfully, they start the healing journey, because technology at a younger age, they surpass you. I tell all my kids, anyone's younger, yo, beat me. What? 39, what? Beat me at 39. What do you mean by that? I started my healing journey at 39. The younger the better. All my one-on-ones, when they're mad young, 20, 25, 28, 30. They tell me, I don't feel like I'm doing good. I know physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you don't feel like you're doing good. I promise you 1,000. You're talking to nobody behind the screen or face to face, right? I don't know you. There's no history between us other than this conversation, right? Here's the kicker. When I was you, let's say she's 25 or he's 25, right? I wish it out. When I was your age, right? So physically, I'm talking to you. All this conversation in my head, my mansion, emotionally, spiritually, I'm talking to a 25 version of myself. When I was 25, my first baby mom, toxic as fuck, 2 daughters deep. And then let's say, I ask everybody in the potential toxic relationship, how long you been with them, with her? 1 year, 5 years, 5 years? You ready to do 12? What? My first been on 12 years. And you can say, no, fuck that. Verbally, no. Time does not stop for nobody. I ask you the same question a year from now. You ready? Yo, you're 5 years in? Now you're 6 years. I asked you a year ago. You ready to do 7 years? 12 years around the block. You know that, right? Fuck that. I'll ask you again next year. What happened? It's been 2 years now. You're still with them. I know it sucks. Isn't it hurt really fucking bad? I know it is. But that pain's not forever. You think you're the only one that's suffering? Zillions are suffering. And it's harder with kids, but that's what you teach your kids. Don't become us. Or stay there for the kids that they'll graduate and then fucking find a divorce. And now by then you're 40, 50 fucking years old. Respectfully, no one has to be with you at that age. Then what? I pray God to send me a being. You're waiting for the one. There is no one. Just to let you know, just to forewarn you, the comprehenders, there is no one for nobody. That one. Because you can have them, and one day, you know what? You can or they can. You can be a power couple. People are broken every which way. They will test and they will offer lust. But I'm the one that calls everybody out. That's not a good person. Why do you want to get involved with somebody that's healthy and you know they're a couple? Because why? You're not healthy. Because they're happy. You want the happiness by their side. But you want to offer lust? Fuck, go for it. I pray for the universe. I go my day, I go my life. You're not a good person. A little bit of good, a lot of bad. Because God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors would not shoot their fucking shot knowing they're involved with somebody. That's why you're single, date single people. Stop fucking around people that are involved in toxic relationships or healthy relationships. If you didn't know, how? I'm not saying everybody has social media. A lot of people have social media. The best part, the fucking best part, take a picture of the person that potential to be, locally or on a fucking screen, right? Post on all your platforms. Does anybody know who this is? Do you know anything about them? I promise you 1,000 people fucking respond. That's my ex, that's my best friend, that's my sister, that's my father. Well, what about them? Well, I like him, you know. Oh, they're married. What? They're going to divorce. What? Yeah, I know them. They're married. Fuck. You don't get involved with that shit, but I love them. Oh, feelings are involved. Go find your face. I pray for the universe. I go my day, I go my life. Respectfully, you know. So disappointed, bro. I'm 49. I have had 100 dimes. I thought this was the last one. Well, once again, I'm 18 at heart, just in 44, so it's not ever too late to forewarn you at all. You know, but in this lifetime, you might not have a potential partner. Just to forewarn the whole universe, maybe in this lifetime, you don't have a potential partner that can match your energy. Especially when you're in the healing journey, more of the awakening, second phase, third phase, awakening journey, the last one, which is hard, the woke journey. When you're woke, that big term woke, face tattoo, 1% woke, we're the referee judges of all the universe. I call everybody out. I don't care who you are. I'll call you the fuck out. Black and white, to the point. You say you're a good person, but you're a fuckboy, fuck girl. Go to church, A forever, it's a building, it's a book. Buddha, it doesn't matter what you claim to be. Because higher source will not be doing what you're doing. So why are you doing what you're doing? Respectfully, you know? So that's the shit. It's not ever too late, but it does become more difficult when you're older, you know? And just to throw in the universe. So that's the shit. She was just the first one, and I bought her a mansion. The worst one, not the first one. 15 years, the one got me, and I'm not a chump. What? Here's the kicker. You bought a mansion, you got money, right? But here's the kicker, like, in life you make sacrifices. Everything that's man-made is replaceable, but yes, it sucks because you invested so much money, and once again, love, time, feelings, and man-made shit into one individual. Now shit's ending. Or you can stay there and stay miserable, respectfully. I don't recommend it. And I know I make it sound easy as fuck, right? But it's day by day baby steps. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, you know? But I preach the whole universe. I preach about doors. The door is right there. Physically right there, you know? Sorry, my eyes are itchy and shit. I haven't worn my glasses all day. But and I say respectfully, man, it's just like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt really fucking bad. But once again, that pain is not forever. Only if you allow it to be forever. And what I recommend, once again, you got journaling. That's a lot of writing. My fucking hands cramp up. I'm a geek techie. I can type all day. That's still a lot of typing. Technology. Grab your cell phone. Start with baby steps. Audio blogs. When you're ready to, video blogs. Grab your cell phone. Look right at the camera. I'm on 9 cell phone, 9 platforms. It's a live podcast. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I love talking to the universe, right? And talk to yourself. You know, I'm streaming to live podcast. You don't have to stream. You're just talking to a cell phone. And when you're ready to, I tell people all the time, do my one-on-ones, people in the streets who's live podcast. When you're ready to, try it for a week. Try it for a week. When you're ready to, you know, a month from now scenario, push play, audio, it's an audio block. Push play and listen to yourself. You listen to all these fucking podcasts, all these platforms, YouTube, etc., Google. Now you're gonna listen to yourself. Finally listen to yourself. Trust me, initially it's awkward, fucking kind of scary type of situation. Like, that's me. You know, you verbally you speak, right? And you hear yourself, but once again, when you're actually hearing yourself, watching yourself, it's a whole different fucking universe. You know, you're being honest, especially the physical, the video blogs, right? You can say, yo, I'm doing good, I love the universe, I'm doing better in my healing journey. Yeah, verbally you're saying that, you're the fucking best therapist counselor in the universe, because no one knows your mind better than you do, other than the higher source, right, quote unquote. So, you can be like, verbally I'm telling myself that I'm doing good, but I'm fucking lying to myself. I'm fucking doing really, really bad. Emotionally, mental, spiritually, I'm doing really bad. Physically, yes, I'm traveling the universe, fuck her, fuck him. Yeah, but every night, we're away from everybody, right? And you're all alone, and you sit there once again, fucking insomnia. You stare at your eyelids, you stare at the ceiling, you shed your tears. Because during the day, you can distract yourself. Social media, everything. Family and friends bullshitting, but then now everyone's sleeping. Remember this, eventually everyone's gonna go to sleep. And now you're sitting there, you know, years invested, kids involved. It fucking sucks, man. Yeah, they could be moving on. Yeah, and when kids are involved, you don't want to see your kids around other people. I had the same feeling, right? But my real support taught me this. They're like, okay, I get that, I was you, but here's the kicker. As long as your ex moves on with a healthy person, an empathetic person, that's what matters. That's what I told them 5 years ago. Hey, I don't give a fuck who you with. As long as he's empathetic, I swear, a good person on the overall. If you want to date a fucking circle, a boy and girl that's fucking narcissistic, a bad boy, fuck boy, then you and I will have problems. I'll definitely see you in court. Let him whoop your ass. Let him fucking beat your ass. Let him fucking be a fuckboy and you, but not around our kids. That's what they co-parenting, you know? And she told me the same shit. I'm like, yeah, you have the right to say that. Every which way. I go, that's what I tell people all the time when you have like kids involved, right? Especially single parents. Like, before you introduce a potential partner to your kids, right, on the overall, yo, get to know this individual, because my situation, raised behind the screen, some queen, I queen shoot the shot, yo, queen, just to let you know, you see me behind the screen, I see me in the streets, you date myself, 8 kids, my ex and her hubby, co-parenting, a big happy family. What? It's just not me, it's a whole squad, man. You ready for this? You're not, you say no, you're not gonna hurt my feelings, because you thought, thing is not knowing, here's the best part, I elaborated, I kept it 1,000 round real, I don't have to. I keep it 100, sell you a dream. I'm a virgin single, I don't have kids. And down the road, guess what? You start loving me and shit. You become trauma bonded. I own you. I can tell you, guess what? I would like to you. I actually have kids. But now you're invested. Now you fell in love with me every which way. What are you choosing? What are you doing? You stay and you're leaving, you know? That's the shit. But once again, I can't call myself a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, if I know I'm doing wrong. I'm good. My back tattoo. You're good for the streets. You're good for nothing but pseudo garbage respectfully. Why are you selling dreams? If I tell them the truth day one, they might not give me a chance. Nobody has to give you a chance. But then you want to claim to be all these fucking 4 categories of positivity, quote unquote. But you kept it 100 and you sold them a dream. And they're invested. And yes, it's keep it 1,000 round real, man. Every which way, stop fucking selling dreams. Eventually get that tattoo somewhere on this side, the narcissist side, the bad side of us, you know. Keep it 100. Just sell your dreams. Keep it 1,000. We keep it on real. I don't want to hurt nobody. I hurt you with my words. I hurt you with the truth. No matter what, love it or hate, the truth will always hurt. Love it or hate it. You can. Doesn't matter how you butter it up. You can switch the words to terminology. It doesn't matter. Like rest in peace on Bigo squad. You know, my sister Munchie. Rest in peace. She passed away last year, September 3rd. You know, rest in peace. What you gonna call it? And this is her saying. I love it. She said, I'd rather hear the ugly truth than a beautiful lie. Facts. She's like, don't sell me a dream. I go, I don't sell dreams to nobody, you know. Nice to see you. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Vanessa? How you doing, Queen? How you been? How's life? How's everything? How's your health? Yeah, in the beginning I was rich. I told you, sold her. Well, once again, money, power, and fame come and go. But once again, it's as a being, it's emotional, the spiritual part. Like, don't lose yourself. Like, that shit's replaceable. You know, and you might get everything, you might lose everything, but it's your emotions, your love. You cannot get or buy back what God cannot give it to you. What is it? Love, time, feelings. That's for everyone in the universe. You can't get it back. You can't buy it back. God, the universe, Buddha, whatever you believe in, can't even give it to you. That's why it's called history. It's the past, been written. The intent with the past, you don't sit on it forever. There's two versions of the past. The bad version of it is when you sit on there, fuck them, everything you said or wise, they did me wrong. Yes, you're not evolving. The positive version of the past is like, okay, all my exes, right? I'm not behind the screen. I don't know who you are, right? I don't know how many you have, but you know who you are. You know what relationship you've been in. Don't matter if it's benefits, one night stands, whatever. Everybody you laid down with, everybody you get involved with emotionally wise, right? What is all your exes' red flags? Every single one of them. When you comprehend what all the red flags of every ex was, the potential to be when you see them, what should you do when you see the red flags? You're observing it, verbalize boundaries. Yo, I don't deal with jealousy, insecurity issues, whatever it is. But the phone you, no one has to respect it. So they don't. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Give them a chance. It'll get better. Leave it a higher source. Cool. The door's right there. You could have left the same day if you wanted to. And they give you like victim mentality. So you're breaking up because of that? Yes. Date people like you. I don't, and I won't ever do opposite track. Been there, done that. No, it's not gonna work in my favor. I'm not gonna pray and manifest. It's higher source can't do for me nor you. He wants me to leave, but we'll leave. He wants you to respect my boundaries, but we'll respect my boundaries. He wants me to respect my boundaries, but I respect my boundaries. See, free will and choice. You know. I'm doing well. I hope you're too. Oh, thank you, Queen. Very blessed. Everything's good for me on my part. For the best part, just the financial part. 8 kiddos, a squad. Eastern Washington, there's work with my tattoos, my devil. You know, thanks to DoorDash, you know, that's holding me up for the most part. But it'd be nice to get paid for what I do, you know. But even this lifetime, I might not. I'm not gonna stop because of dollar. Respect when I say this. Like, I've been doing it for 5 years. I'll do it to my last day in breath. For you guys, not for me. I'm blessed. After this live session, when I sleep, I die. I don't have the insomnia. I don't miss insomnia. I love the way I'm blessed as to be in it. Just it'd be nice to have a partner, but once again, my energy's too strong and it's happening. I was for 5 years ago. Hey, you want to live like think black and white, live black and white, keep it simple. People don't like black and white. The energy's too strong. Just to let you know, and it's happening. It's facts. I'm like, oh well, guess what? You know, maybe in this lifetime, oh well, there isn't. So be it. You know, maybe in the next lifetime, who knows? Yeah. I just got out of this relationship. It was full argument, and my girl just stopped trying for me. Yeah, this one's the same. She wants to win her back, though, and blames everything that went wrong on me. I can feel love is gone. Oh, well, once again, when the sparks ending, that's how it goes. Everything starts with love, initially, right, in the beginning, and it goes to toxic love. When it was a toxic love, that's the intent to have the dog conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. Babe, what's going on with us? And just to let you know, you can verbalize it, meet them halfway, as one being, whatever you're talking about, what are you doing? Communication, comprehension, because you know what you're talking about. And especially the queens, when they be like, he's not hearing me. No, queen, he's hearing you, he's listening, he's watching you, he's observing you, he's not doing comprehension. He does not comprehend what you're saying. Why do you think toxic relationships, we bicker about the exact same shit, word for fucking word? You can, like my last ex, you know, my baby mom, the mother of boys, I would tell this subject again. I already know this conversation. I'd be like, out. You're gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, word for word, and she get mad, walk away. There it is. Now you're mad again. But remember, this. She's doing communication comprehension. I was doing communication. I was not comprehending her at all. I learned the hard way. And then for C strife, you know, people point the finger, right? Relational issues at all. So to fight, respect when I say this. You should not fight for toxic love, broken codependent relationships at all. Don't fight for them at all. You can talk about it as adults, you know, but fighting, love is free. Love doesn't cost you shit. Love is consistent, straight as a fucking arrow. Toxic love, that'll cost you everything. Fighting for relationships, that's toxic love. So every time scenario, I'm not saying it's factual scenario. Every time she's in the feelings and she's gonna push you away and break up with you, fight for us again. Fight for us again. That's called toxic love. That's actually called gaslighting, manipulation. Every which way, they're selling you dreams. Like, no, that's called toxic love. And yes, it is gonna hurt initially. It will. Every breakup's gonna suck initially. That pain's not forever, but once again, if you allow it to be forever. And there's a zillion people in the whole universe, why are you stressing about one? Make that make sense? And I say that respectfully to the fullest, you know? She knows my ex and has morals or whatever. She knows my ex and has morals. Okay, she knows your ex in a positive manner, negative manner. And she could have, once again, morals. That's cool, but once again, like, you guys are bumping heads. Why you guys bumping heads, you know? I do that. I give a grand speech about fighting till the end. Respect it because that's traditional ways, and I say all the time respectfully, if tradition was working, why are we struggling? You fight for the relationships through thick and thin, you know, for the kids, religion, culture, because your parents, fuck all that, respectfully. If that was factual and it was working, why the fuck is all your toxic family, your parents, aunties, uncle, older cousins, your grandparents, lovey-dovey and shit, religious, spiritual, but as a couple, behind closed doors, everybody knows, all the family knows, their toxic ass relationships. So don't become your toxic family. That's why initially everyone's stuck on what? The generational cycle. Your future, literally, for the whole universe, black and white, your future's in front of your face. I promise you 1,000. Every which way. You just don't know that. Yeah, you don't comprehend this. It's Japanese. What? What do you mean my future? Well, you're in a relationship that's toxic. Your parents together, toxic. Your grandparents together, toxic. What is the age gap between your parents and your grandparents? And when you figure that number out, that's your future. 10 years from now, 30 years from now. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. It's fun in your face. You just don't know that yet, you know, respectfully. I don't give up. I want to be in salvation. Well, you gotta do it for yourself. Like, God, you know, God could save you. Like, you can, once again, and I say respectfully, I'm Boris the Catholic, right? You can say that, you can believe that, but if that's factual, why are you suffering? Salvation within yourself. The only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from is who? The person married you, not nobody else. But if you need validation from others, so be it. I have to say it to everybody, to call everybody the fuck out. If people make you feel good, if man-made bullshit makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense respectfully. I'm not trying to be rude, but I know it sounds kind of blunt, but I give it 1,000 round real. I'm not trying to sell dreams to you, man. Like, if higher source, whatever you believe is can do it for you, why you suffer tonight? And tomorrow morning you wake up, fuck, I'm still here. Like, your partner's sleeping, right? I say it all the time. Your partner's sleeping like an angel, right? Touch relationship. Verbally, mentally, fuck them. And you just woke up. And you gotta go to work. They got kids gotta go to school, whatever the fuck it is. And you just woke up. Fuck them. Verbally, mentally. That's tomorrow. What about the next day? What about a month? What about a year? It's not going in your favor. No one's favor. And for both parts, especially the ones that are too empathetic wise, all these nights and night scrolls, it's gonna destroy the fuck out of you. Because you both gave your all best as possible, right? If they're more narcissistic, more likely not. But here's the kicker: you met them halfway, matched the energy as best as possible, and they took your energy, and now it's gonna hurt. But the sooner the better. Analogy, once again, 1,000 once again. Analogy metaphor. I say to everybody. And once again, this is 5 years ago. Talking to myself, my healing journey, my real support team. It's better to die today than tomorrow. Not physically, once again, emotionally and spiritually. 1 day is better than 2 days. 10 days better than 50 days. Trust, man, it's gonna hurt. Both kind. She feels bad with what I'm going through, but she doesn't want to get on her bad side. Do you want to elaborate what you're going through? You don't have to respect your boundaries. And I'm asking, whatever you're going through, do you talk to her about that? And you can potentially verbalize to your partner, but here's the kicker: like, not everybody knows everything, you know. And that's why if you elaborate to your partner what you're going through, sometimes they don't have to say shit. That's why we're venting, speaking about our situations, right? And if they don't know how to respond, or they don't comprehend technology, social media, YouTube, Spotify, you know, there's so many resources. Maybe somebody else knows the answer to what you're going through, you know. A real family, the family I never had, the family I tried to build. Oh yeah, King, I know that feeling. Trust, like, I lost a family. I'm a single father of kids. Losing families destroys the fuck out of you because you feel like you failed, like, you know, like it's over, like, fuck. But that pain's not forever. That's why I paid for it to the universe. Why am I here? Why are all these tattoos for? To call everybody the fuck out. It's, you know, in a positive manner, you know, like, it's feelings. And that's what I say all the time, like, yo, you're behind the screen face to face, you have no kids, you blessed, respectfully. Kids are blessed and also a lesson. Everything changes every which way, but I just say, we all say the same shit. And it has to be here. But you're fucking here, you bitch about it all you want. Nobody has to be here but we're here. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? That's all. Once again, I said a billion times. Tell my kids all the time. Don't become your mother, father. You bitch about your brothers. Don't have kids. Wait till you're 30, 40 years old. Don't even about kids. None of that shit. Make sure you're doing good for you. Be selfish in a positive manner. We're brainwashed and taught that being selfish, it's wrong. It's a sin. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then who got you? Higher source, cool. Emotionally, spiritually, they do. Physically, no one's got you. Anyone can leave. Your parents can leave. Your kids can leave. Everyone. You can fucking, you're working at a bad job and you didn't fuck up nothing because everyone's traumatized. You go to work making $1 billion, and they give you not even 2 weeks. No, you're fired. What for? What? You're just fired. You what? Your will's in a fucking hand. Yeah, it'd be nice to give you an answer, but they don't have to. No one has to respond to you. Just to forewarn you, that's the shit for everybody. Just to forewarn you. That's why you just don't know that yet. The only person you need in chase, compete, submit, and validation is you, not nobody else. You just don't know that yet. I know these feelings, like, they make you feel good, but they're not factual at all. If you make the decision with your heart feelings, empathy, sympathy, you will always fall on your face. You will always suffer your dream because you will pray, but how manifest that. One day it'll get better. One day they'll recognize me. One day they'll fucking give me a raise. How's that working out for you, respectfully, But once again, I know it's gonna suck. If you decide to stay longer, that's your choice if you will, which I don't recommend it, but that is your choice if you will. And then or you do for the kids. Wait till they hit 18 and graduate. That I don't know your kids' age gap. My youngest is 5 years old. By the time I'm 5 years old is an 8-year-old, I'll be like fucking. I don't know. I think like. Let me do the math really fast. It have to be on point. It'd be like 5, 13. So I'll be like 56, 57 years old when my youngest graduates. And that's why analogy metaphor, therapy counseling talk. Are your kids or your inner child every which way? What's up, number one? How you doing? How's it going? I'm sorry?
What's good, bro?
Oh, you're just chilling, talking about life. It's a light podcast.
Fuck yeah, bro. Keep going, man.
I'm sorry?
Keep going, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, that's up to everybody. Like,
Let's rap.
Oh, I don't rap. If you rap, do your thing. I don't have that.
No, I'm just saying, like talk rap. Just rap to me. I got you back.
Well, once again, it's just about life. But yeah, so that's for everybody. That's why I tell everybody with kids, like, kids in marriage, don't worry about that. Don't have that in your vocabulary till you're 30, 40 years old. Make sure you're established, because you don't have to have kids. You don't have to get married. You just got to be good with yourself as a being, first and foremost, and then the potential to be. They're good for themselves. If you want love or toxic love, that's everybody. What do you want? Do you want love or do you want toxic love? What is it? Relationships, benefits, fuck buddies, situationships. That's my friend. Whatever term you want to use, whatever term you want to use. Everybody wants some shit, but like, respectfully saying, how does it feel to want? Do you know what you want? Think is not knowing at all for everybody, and that's the shit for everybody. Everybody in the universe will bitch about the person by their side. A potential or it falls apart, everybody does it initially. That won't be forever, only if you allow it to be forever. You go through 1,000 bodies in this lifetime and you still say, I want love. 1,000 bodies deep and you don't know what love is. Especially if the people that get married all the time. This is my 5th marriage. Your 5th marriage. And you believe in God, Buddha, whatever it is, and you still don't know what the fuck love is. You went through 5 bodies, 5 marriages, and you still know what love is. Okay, you have a lot of healing to do. Hey, what's up, mommy? How you been? How's it going? How's life? How's health? And I say it shit respectfully. Especially young, for sure, every generation, for sure, but the younger generation, when the younger generation says, life's harder, relationships are hard, I go, yes, the cell phone, there's the fucking options, for sure, but once again, what do you want as one being?
Can I speak on something?
Go for it.
Can I speak on something?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, I was in a relationship for 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's in a, hey, if I drop something, you need to come pick it up. You know what I mean? You need to. That's not how it goes,
Right.
I drop something 3 times, you should still pick it up, even if I dropped it a 4th time. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't go 50-50. You know what I mean? No matter how many times I've dropped my stick, you know what I mean? You should pick it up. And I'll do the same for you when I come correct. You know what I mean? If you love me that much, you come pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, once again, like that conversation is good, right? But what I tell people, obviously we're different generations, right? But like, if you talk about that in the beginning, is a lot better. So both of you know, check out. This is the way I function. These are my boundaries, my love language, my standards. What is your boundaries? What is your love language? What are your standards? And then tell them the other scenario. So if I go through it and I pick you up, will you? When I'm, when you go through it, will you pick me up? And vice versa. Or we're gonna do this little love hate relationship, this little war, because relationship wants to be fucking war, like TEIAM. No, you got your way, I got my way. It's not gonna work in your favor. It's teamwork. You and I got each other best as possible. But here's the kicker: to forewarn you and everybody, you can be a power couple, badass, fucking lovey-dovey, everything. You got, you're in sync, energy, God, whatever you believe in, right? As a couple, a lot of people are traumatized, either single or in toxic relationships, and potentially they're gonna shoot the shot. This cell phone, nothing wrong with DMs, but it's platonic. Hey, how you doing? I love your energy. What, I'm happy for you and your partner, a power couple, or they shoot the shot. It could be anybody, your fucking mother, father, best friend. Then what? Do you know you as a being? Can you control your lust? Your partner, do you know them? Can they control their lust? Or then to fall for it, then what? And then who do you blame? God, Buddha, the devil, Satan? It's you as one being, You can point the finger with the devil, made me do it. Like, sure, the devil didn't put a gun to your head. You know that, right? That was your free will and choice, and you chose to do wrong. But if you want to gas and manipulate and say that, guess what? I'll see therapy. I'll go to church. I'll, whatever the fuck. I'll see, go to retreats. Do all that, say that. But if you do it again, then what? Like they're saying, like, was a cheater, I was a cheater. Once a player, I was a player. With you, that's factual. The idea that you break up with them, being a self-responsible manner, and walk the fuck away. The next potential partner, they don't do that to them. If they do that to them, guess what? You can't do monogamy. You can't control your lust. Then you should do poly, open, benefit, fuck-based situationships. Your friends, do those relationships. But keep it 1,000 day one. Hey, you do you, I do I. Whatever the fuck it is. Don't sell dreams. Selling dreams, you're not a good person. Because you knew what the fuck you was doing. Which you got the into type of situation on the overall. LOL. Oh, the biggest thing in therapy says divorce court is social media. Oh yeah, no, social media. It's like, once again, it's how you use it as a being. As a being, the cool thing is, like, once again, if you want to start the healing journey, me, Eastern Washington, physically, there's no beings that talk to about this shit. I'm the fucking devil in the eyes. Western Washington, Seattle, I'm fucking famous in Seattle, Because in their eyes, my tattoos, then especially the queens, in the healing journey, we have deep conversations. And they'd be like, what books did you read? Like, oh, respectfully, I didn't read books. I got blessed with social media. I did my live podcast. And I already knew, especially the queens, they want to reach out to me. Atheist, religious, spiritual, Buddha, whatever. Like, guess what? And the kids, I got kids too. Let me elaborate, just to let you know. I'm not saying, they told me this, the female side, the queens. I'm not saying all men, all women. That's a big word to use. You say a lot. A lot of men, a lot of women. A lot of women, for the most part, more empathetic wise. We do communication comprehension. We control our lust. A lot of you men more narcissistic because you're raised incorrectly. Because is any of your father? I'm talking to you as a female. I don't know who you are. I mentioned a live podcast. You're trying to blame yourself for everything. Well, so why is it none of your male family teaching you talking about any of this shit and God and Buddha? No, that's A for effort, but they're not elaborate because they don't know this conversation. That's why anyone calls you the fuck out, right? Anyone, you ain't getting toxic relationship and they tell you all you choose is toxic. So they tell you choose better. So my tattoo my back in due time. Sometime this year and say choose better. ... How can you choose better if you don't know better? Make that make sense. And what do we all do? We blame our parents or caregivers. My parents should have taught me this. The tattoo underneath it is going to say, how can your parents teach you better if they wasn't taught better? Make that shit make sense. And that's why it's called what? The answer? The generational cycle. You became all your fucking toxic family. So when will you stop in this lifetime? When will you stop being a toxic family? And once again, my situation, my family, nothing against them. They don't know this conversation. At 39 years old, I started becoming all of them. And then 5 years after my breakup, still together, miserable as fuck. I pray for them, I have compassion for them, but I don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for no one in the universe. That's why it's compassion. I put myself in your shoes, I comprehend it, but guess what? I wouldn't do what you're doing. I was doing what you was doing. Was past tense. I don't need a partner. If I was needing people, I'd be codependent. I would have had a girlfriend 3 years ago. No, I want one. If she wants time, match energy, I take energy. So once again, social media, if you use it correctly, you can evolve a lot faster. I promise you 1,000. if you want to feel your feelings. Nobody has to feel their feelings. To forewarn you, what? Nobody doesn't. You don't have to. You can stay a blue pill, the major talk, and be an entertainer. Research, talk about, debate about mammy bullshit. Respectfully, especially the best app in the universe is what? TikTok. Look at my TikTok. I got what? And respectfully, which I'm happy you guys are here. 5 people on 2 cell phones. I'm on 9 platforms, 9 cell phones, right? Now scroll on TikTok the next live session. Look at the fucking, the room says, man versus woman, black versus white, Christian versus Buddhist, whatever, the spirituality versus religion. Like, all you came to be religious, spiritual, good people, atheist people, and why the fuck are you debating about mammy bullshit? Will that make your life better? Will it help you with your feelings? Will it help you with your healing journey? What's a healing journey? Let me elaborate. Nah, fuck these feelings. So you're on a journey, cool. Keep doing the debate. You'll make money on social media, but after the live session, you made your money, and you're still sad and depressed. Why and how? I can have blessed night, take care, be safe. Prayers for you. Once again, I'm always your pocket, 24/7. Please please don't ever feel alone, and thank you for being vulnerable and elaborating, and expressing yourself. Having a support team to have this conversation helps a lot. I promise you that 1,000 helps a lot. But remember, just to forewarn you, higher source, nor can I cannot physically save you at all physically. Nobody can do it for you but you. Yeah, at all. But we can heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn, share my love to each other. 1,000. That feeling, higher source, right? No physical being. You feel like you're drowning, I won't let you drown at all. I promise you 1,000. Thank you, brother. You're a smart dude. Oh, thank you, King. I learned the hard way. And I just tell a story. That's why 5 years ago, I'm about to the universe. I'm starting this healing journey. When I figured this shit out, and I said respectfully, I don't care who you are, what you claim to be. Like, you knew this. You not think you knew this, or at least I'm good with close enough. Why don't you do a podcast? Go on social media. Why don't you DM people? Why don't you comment? Why let people suffer? That's why I got respect. I said this in the beginning. You had the right to get mad at higher source, what you believe in. Like, so all this fucking time went through all this bullshit, and they knew this. So I called it the fuck out. And I get it. I was forewarned. Once again, I've been doing it 5 years, right? I do it to my last dying breath. But I was forewarned because my real support taught me this. Like, I asked them, why don't you do social media? Like, why? They're like, well, just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. There's rules in this universe. If you want to live longer than, which I'm trying to live as long as possible, I DM'd you. I didn't comment on any of your platforms. I DM'd you. And I told you, you can, don't say my name really, but you can share my notes. But when these narcissistic elites find out who the fuck you are, and you become viral, or they get, they know who you are, you're not gonna make it. I was like, I don't worry about death at all. Why? Physically, anyone can off each other's fucking dome. Emotionally and spiritually, like Little Peep says, rest in peace. Energy doesn't die. So I pay it forward. I call everybody out, like, yo, like, put your pride and ego away, and gotta forewarn people. They don't have to comprehend. That's why it's called plant. The analogy metaphor. Everybody, all the universes. We all plant seeds. You know that, right? Everybody does. Now, what are you going to do with the seed? You're going to, let it die? Or you're going to fucking water it? Or you know what? You let it die. And then my situation, I use myself as an analogy. Well, not an analogy, but for just myself as a being, right? 5 years ago, in 2000, in Seattle, I heard the terms healing journey. I heard the term empath narcissist. In 2000. So fucking in 2000, was it 2005? No, not 2005. In 2020, what did I do? My ass got up and left, literally. I went on fucking YouTube, Google. What is the healing journey? Zillions of fucking people talking about it. What is an empath? What's a narcissist? And once again, I heard the term in Seattle in 2000. So someone planted the seed. I didn't water it. It died, but I thought about it. Now I researched it, and guess what? Narcissist, empathist, my word, empath. Here we are today. That's a positive. No, to form the whole universe, when you start the healing journey, nobody has to comprehend you. When you start the healing journey, more than the awakening journey, you will see people's energy. You know they're about to fall on their face like you did. But don't give up on them. Tell them, yo, I'm here for you. What? You're done to comprehend me at all. You're about to fall on me and get destroyed, but I will not let you drown. I'm here for you every which way. What? I was you. Give them that at least, Plant that seed. You will know them by their fruit. Jesus of Nazareth. Facts, no? Once again, the spiritual leaders, Jesus, Allah, Muhammad, they're spiritual people. You can be, once again, you can't be exactly like them, but you can be a spiritual leader also. You can pay it forward to the universe, but just once again, people love and hated, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad. They're spiritual people. Everyone's that love you hate you. You know that, right? But the ones that hate you, the boys and girls, which I say my terms, boys and girls are too narcissistic. They're on a journey. They don't want to feel the feelings at all. Who's gonna love you? The men who are in the healing journey. Cause gosh damn, I can rock with you. I can vibe with you. Thank you. I don't comprehend what you tell me everything, but you got my attention, energy, positive energy. That's a positive. If you want to start feeling these feelings, you're the one who can do comprehension. Once again, higher beings and beings. I mean, higher source and beings, which I preach about, which you get out of my body, which is all of us, higher source beings, which is communication. We're all messengers. Nobody has to do comprehension. Only you as one being can do comprehension. So if you did it for yourself, you blessed. I had to recommend pay it forward, you know. Too many tattoos. Oh yeah, no. The only reason I did all the tattoos is to get your attention. It's not for, once again, I don't need people's validation at all. The triggering words and passages to the universe, man, knows the universe. Positive words and negative words. That's all it is. You know, once again, you're sad and depressed, my neck tattoo. Going through breakups, you know, the insomnia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts. Yeah, my neck tattoo. Why? If it triggers you, they're just words. These words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universes and their feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all? Make that make sense, respectfully, you know? And once again, you don't have to comprehend that, you know, at all. I know it's Japanese, so a lot of people are like, what? Sad one never feels sad, so why do you feel sad? Breakups when you do breakups, why do you go worry about breakups? You know? And so on and so on. But once again, I did it for the universe to get your attention. If you look at somebody, right? If you look at somebody, if you don't make a comment, you don't ask a question, you want to inspire a conversation, you won't ever know. Think is not knowing, judge is not knowing, assume is not knowing, gossip is not knowing. You never made a comment, ask a question, you know? Wasting time to paint your body, my opinion. Oh, you can say that, but here's the best part. And it's not really the competition. If you got tattoos and I got tattoos, if someone looks at us without opening their mouth, can your tattoos teach anyone about life? It could be a cross, it could be Buddha, cool. My tattoos are just words, black and white English words. If it trigger you, I did my job. But the best part, these words are my scars, healed. 95% of the universe, these are your cuts and wounds. Every which way. My tattoo way up here. 95% of the universe, you're broken, codependent, scared to be on abandonment issues. You are looking for love and happiness in people and man-made BS. All you do is bang, you cut through your mansion, your head. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever need was you, the end. You just don't know that yet, you know? You're not happy inside. I can see that. I'm the most blessed person in the universe. I don't have no anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. I let go of my exes, my past pain, toxic trauma, and the cherry top, child trauma. I don't need people because I'm not codependent people. I want people if they want time. I want love. I don't deal with toxic love. If you're broken, toxic love. You're on the healing journey, you're on the journey, toxic love. I don't deal with toxic love, respectfully. Sorry, I don't want to judge. No, hey, please remember this. Nothing's wrong with judging. Deadass. Nothing's wrong with judging at all. You know, at all. Because what you're calling judging people is communication. Observe them and study them, and then from their wise, you don't even got to speak to them.
My first panel.
Hey, Alexandra.
I did my first panel.
Oh, how'd it go?
And I did block them. Oh, it was good until he started, the other guy started attacking the pastor. That's like, it was crazy. It was really good. It was interesting.
Well, happy when it's good. And welcome to the live, Alexandra. Am I saying it right? Yeah. And,
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you too.
I don't know which part of the country or wherever you are, which country.
Me, I'm in Florida. What part of, where are you? I'm going to send him a duck box.
I'm in Romania.
So much.
Oh, Romania? Okay, nice. I got a buddy that's on Bigo.
I know you from, you spoke with one of my friends. He liked to speak too much, to get deeply in any conversation, and people get bored around him. I don't remember his name.
Oh, you talking about Jack? My buddy Jack?
Exactly. Bravo.
Yeah, I love talking to him. He can go deep.
He's very cool.
Right.
He's intelligent. you can speak with him about everything, but still,
Mhm.
it's too much.
It-
Sometimes you can.
Right.
Oh, Sweeto,
Uh-huh.
speak to her. Trust me. I'm saying to her, she can always come speak to you.
No, well, it's because okay, so this is computer talk, right? So I'm a geek techie. I'm working computers. I'm the doctor. Jack, he's a coder programmer. So he's like, I'm here in the bottom. He's way up here. So the reason why Jack speaks the way he speaks and he goes deep, like he wants to know atom, molecules, everything, because he's a coder. Coders, they want to know the answer and they want to know the source. They don't want just like, okay, start the healing journey and that's it. It just can't be that easy, you know? So that's why he speaks the way he speaks. And I have to tell Jack all the time, like, you know, like, people tell, like, he would tell, why don't you boot me? Like, Jack, I love you, man. You're a badass person. I comprehend where you're coming from. A lot of people, they don't speak your tongue. That's why I tell them you got to try to work on yourself and, like, be a little more open-minded. Like, okay, like, I know this. We don't know a little bit about this, but everybody else, that's Japanese to them, you know? So try to be more observant, be more mindful. But once again, nobody has to be mindful at all. So, yeah, I get it.
Depend, yeah. Sometimes he's enjoying to listen, Jack, but sometimes it's a bit annoying.
Right. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. He was on here maybe, like, I think he was, like, last Friday.
And I know you since that time, but you didn't have tattoo on your face. That's
Oh.
why I was looking at it. Like, why is doing that? I'm like, okay, you had one, you had two, but now you go.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to do all your body?
I thought
No,
all
no,
that
no,
was
no,
his
no.
body. It's
No,
a
no.
map to help people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna...
Because you look like you should do better than that. It's like that
Right.
big picture your body is everybody can do. You can do better than that.
Right.
My
No.
opinion, like don't take it. Don't
Oh, yeah,
take
no,
it
no,
because
no.
I appreciate you and I want you all the best from you. But
Thank you. Yeah. No, it's okay.
I don't know.
I get it. No. It's okay, Queen.
I think I'm judgeful because
Nah.
sometimes when I see tattoo, I don't really like it that much.
Right,
So,
which is okay. That's why everybody has their own standards, right? So I get it. Traditionally, again, like 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, I was against all this. I had like my hands and my sideburns and my above my eyebrows, and that's it, right? But the only reason why I wanted to do this, right? It's not for me. It's to call everybody else out, right? So what I say is, women support women, especially on social media. Women support women, kids support kids. Everybody supports women and kids. If a man talks about life, we get no less for men. Do not support men. So how to get your attention? They're just words. They're just words. If there's, I tell you, these words in my body, right, my
you
chest.
like attention?
No.
This is what you're trying to tell me.
No. Well, it's attention
No.
it's attention in a positive manner. To get your attention, if you look at me, right, like you looked at me, right, you made your comments. But once again, let's say you didn't make a comment, you're not in the box, but you look at it's anybody in general. If you look at somebody and you don't make a comment or ask a question, you want to spark a conversation, you'll never know. Think is not knowing, judge is not knowing, assume is not knowing, gossip is not knowing. You're A, no, I am A, you're a B, right? You made a comment. I responded. But let's say you did it and you start telling, let's say your friend on Bigo, that guy with the tattoos, he's crazy, right? And let's say you didn't tell me that. They told me that. Well, guess what? My friend on Bigo, Alexandra, says you're crazy. I'm like, well, she never told me that. But you can tell if you want to, you know, that I'm not crazy.
I don't think you're crazy. No, I don't think that.
No, whatever it is.
He's a bit.
Mhm.
I expect you to do better than that. No,
Well-
everybody have a different taste, you know what
Right.
you like.
Right. I get it. Once again, you got traditional ways for sure. Then you got third world countries where, like, tattoos, it's a devil to sin, right? And I get it. Trust me, I'm born as a Catholic. You know, my family's from Mexico. I get the concept, but once again, like, these words, it's a map to life, right? And if you get your attention in a positive, negative manner, then what? If you see my tattoo that says suicidal thoughts on my neck, and you become sad, why? Or you become scared, like, it's just a word. Suicidal thoughts don't have suicidal thoughts. Breakups don't worry about breakups. Depression don't have depression.
Sometimes I'm asking
Mhm.
all the time, actually, if I really need it because I'm crazy with shopping.
Well, remember this, as beings, right? Whatever you're...
And sometimes I ask myself, do I really need it? And
Right.
spending money, and that money sometimes I make it so hard.
Okay.
I was working a lot. Now I'm getting a bit easy.
Okay, which is better.
But before I was working a lot,
Right.
making a lot of money,
Okay.
and spending like that.
Right, but remember
When
this.
I realized I have like 3, 4, 5 boxes, everybody, all the women, they're doing the same. We are the same, you're crazy.
Right, well, it's
Let
because.
me tell you, we're going in the same shop,
Hmm.
same clothes. Because the clothes can't be changed. I have same clothes. Today, I don't like anything. I don't like it. Tomorrow, I love it.
Right, well,
Same clothes. Can you imagine?
well, remember this as
Because I
being.
can't.
Okay, remember there's this so like
Huh?
shopping, right? That when you buy all this stuff, so you have the word necessities. I need this. I had to pay my bills. I had to put gas in my car. That's necessities. Then you have accessories. I want these clothes. I want the product. I want the traveling. Cool. But if you get it and it breaks, you're like, I can pay this bill, but I'll buy this bag. I can pay whatever. Take care of my car. You know what? I put that away.
Exactly.
Right, but here's the kicker, because a lot of it, what we do as beings, right? So there's all types of addictions. The worst addiction is what? Big pharma, drugs, alcohol, pills, right?
Yeah.
But there's shopping, gaming,
It is
porn,
addiction, yeah.
right? So all with that type of addiction, it'll make us feel good for how long? A second, a minute, a month, 2 months, and then it goes away. And now we're bored. Now we gotta do something else again. So what we're doing is like running from ourselves.
2 days maximum a week.
Okay, well,
I promise you.
right. But it's because what we're doing is like we set these little goals, we get these little things, but we're scared to stop, turn around, face the person mirror ourselves, and talk to ourselves. Okay, I keep doing this, and I complain
We
about
need
it.
to educate ourselves
Right, the healing journey. That's what it's called, the healing journey.
to understand what is important to have, like
Right.
comfortable,
Correct.
to look smart. Because I like to look, people, they don't wear decent clothes these days. They wear that very tight one, and the girls with the outside,
Right.
everything you can see. That's not
Lust.
decent. That's something different.
Well, that's called lust.
No, they
Right.
like that.
It's the wrong attention, but once again, like it, especially on social media, I'm not saying all with females. A lot of females offer lust, and they get paid by gifts, live session, right? But remember this. That's their validation, because that makes them feel good. The downfall is like, if the doll makes you feel good, then that's called toxic love, because that means that anyone could buy you out whenever they want to, because they have more money than your partner does, right? And then you go body hopping, or like, let's say like Kanye West says, right? Respect. He's all like, you think you have your girlfriend? The gram, aka Instagram, has your girlfriend, because before she shows you her outfit, brand new outfit, she does a selfie, and the whole social media has. They saw her before you saw her, and that's your girlfriend, that's your wife. Make sense. And it's true, because they need validation from social
Yeah.
media. The likes, like, okay, it's a like, but here's a kicker. For everybody, right? Especially, I'm not saying all, but a lot of females, I call them selfie queens. Like, you can make selfies, but the day that they stop Wi-Fi and there's no more internet, it's only for, like before, businesses, school, governments, right? And there's no more Facebook, nothing. What are you going to do? For yourself, what will be your validation? You have your partner, they love you, they give you everything. No, but now you can't get no more
That's
likes.
the most validation ever.
Right, exactly.
That's the best validation. That's it. One is enough. But the people, they don't think they're crazy. They don't think correctly the way
Right.
how it should be, because you don't need that much. If you stay with yourself for a week without internet, without phone, you don't need that
Detox.
much. We're so simple.
Facts.
But we don't want to make it complicated. For
Right.
what? I don't know. Because we don't get anything. We get stress, frustration. Because, okay, you show your boobs. The other one is more younger than you, have more nice, better boobs than you,
Right.
that look lovely.
Cosmetics.
And you get crazy.
Right.
Or you show your watches. The other one, they have a yacht. What you can do. And you'll start running and wasting your life after money to get the better stuff to
Right.
show on media. And doesn't matter.
Correct.
Doesn't matter. People, they don't do that. They're just stupid people. They're doing this.
Well,
For other people validation.
Right.
They are not enough. They believe they're not enough. But they're so strong. They don't know their value.
correct.
They're so beautiful the way they are. They're rich because they know have a good heart. They know how to love. They
Right.
know how to love. This is
Right.
valuable for me.
Correct. Which is beautiful. Remember, there's like, that for yourself, right? And that's the intent. for yourself. If you know you're a loving person, empathetic person, good person, that's good. That's beautiful for you as one being. But here's the kicker: if you want to get a relationship or a potential partner, what about them? Like they can tell you, "I love you. You're beautiful." Cool. Compliments make you feel good, but these words, for the most part, are not factual because actions speak on the words. Because scenario, let's say you're my girlfriend or I like you, right? And I tell you beautiful, everything, right? And I'm looking at you, and then I see your best friend, or let's say we go on a date, and I'm staring at a female in the street. Nothing wrong with looking, but I'm staring at her like emotion cheating in front of your face. You see that, you don't like that, but you don't open your mouth on a date and realize boundaries. Just like you say you want to get to know me and love me, quote unquote, right? And I'm beautiful, all that. But why are you staring at her? The waitress? You're staring at the girl walking the street. Like, I don't care if you, but you're staring. That's gawking. That's called love. Lust. You can't control your lust. So you're not ready for love. I want love. If I see you,
Sometimes it's happen. I know even my boyfriend sometimes. I said I will slap you if you keep looking around. Why you keep looking? Another girl, you know what? He gave it priority on the traffic. It was just a
crosswalk. Yeah.
And he stopped the car. He gave it priority, and she said, "Go." And like I see you that girl, she realized that you want to walk in front of her.
Right.
He want for her to walk in front of this car. Ha ha ha, with me around. Can you imagine?
Right.
It's not stupid.
Well, once again, like it's energy. Let's say if it was platonic, like to be nice, common courtesy, that's okay. But let's say she's in the healing journey and she observed the energy. She's like, he's stopping me from here so I can cross the street. But I see the way he is. Like she looked at you, cool, love, she respect. I look at him, no, he wants me to walk in front of the car to look at me in front of his girlfriend, cause altercations. Like he's not a good person. So you know what? You keep going because she does not want you to have altercation, but not because of you, because of him. Once again, that's what's called emotion cheating. So
it is a kind of cheating, but I think you guys, you don't realize, you don't get mature so quick.
Right.
Boys,
Well,
a bit late, and you need to face some situation before to settle.
correct, control it. No, yeah, well, that's why how about you see my tattoos, right? So I tell everybody, if you want love, quote unquote, and monogamy means scenario. I am A, I like you, you are B.
Yeah.
You're A and B, monogamy. It's you and I, and that's it. All I see is you, all you see is me, monogamy. But the kicker for everybody, the narcissist trait, no matter what, you have lust in toxic relationships or healthy relationships, TLC, sex intercourse, right? But before the physical touch, right? Test yourself. Can you as one being control your lust? So you want to test yourself? Very simple. Go to the gym, go to the beach, go to the bikini barista stands. All the lust in front of your face. If you go there and you stare at people, like guys and girls, whatever you're into, like you've never seen a fucking man or woman in your life, you cannot do A and B monogamy. Because your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You easily fall to lust. The answer is no self-will. And that's why anyone that wants to do monogamy, we have self-will. Like, yeah, he or she's beautiful. Like, respectful, yeah, they have a better body than you do cosmetically wise, but I love you and you're with me and that's it. That's all I see is you. Yes, cosmetically, I know they are blessed. And let's say they want to pass boundaries. They want to shoot the shot. Hey, like, I know that's your girlfriend, right? But I think you're cute. Well, thank you for the comment, but just to let you know, that is my girlfriend. So please respect their boundaries, my boundaries as a person, and her boundaries. Well, she doesn't have to know. Correct, she doesn't have to know. So that means that you don't respect boundaries. You're not a good person. So guess what? We judge protection, and that's it. It's over. Or I entertain. What? Now, we exchange numbers, social media. Nothing's wrong with that if it's platonic. No passing boundaries, but little emojis, little texts, little sending pictures and bullshit. And then what? Isn't it happen? That's why everything starts with emotion cheating before you go into physical cheating. Because what? You can't control your lust. That's all it is. If you can't control it, that's why a lot of you females have self-will. You're more empathetic. You control it. A lot of us men, boys, we're narcissistic.
Sometimes
we can't control it.
They need a guidance. They need education.
Right.
Sorry.
No. Very
They
factual.
To tell them, look, you little mister, look, don't look there. It's bad. It make me feel bad. You have to stop if you feel that I'm not enough. Let me know.
Right. Facts. which is beautiful.
I can change something. Or tell me how I should be enough for you.
Well.
Because otherwise, if you don't speak.
Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
No, because if you don't speak about these problems, they will get bigger and bigger, and
Facts.
you'll get more offended.
Right.
And one day you'll say, "I will quit this. I'm not going to get this."
All right. No, which
Then
is very
I
true.
get you.
Which is very true, and that's what my tattoos, right? Keep it 100. Right here it says 100 traditional ways. I say all the time, if tradition was working, whatever, Buddha, God, Jesus, whatever you believe in, and then you want love, look at your family. They're so toxic. Together, miserable. They get back about money, body, beauty, fame, travel the universe, a mansion. But as a couple, your parents are toxic. Your grandparents are toxic. Your cousins are toxic. That's not healthy. So don't become them, right? So keep it 1,000. Like
That's
don't.
why
Mhm.
Jesus said we should live alone
Well,
and
it's
don't have any relationship, including sexuality.
right. So TLC, which is that's the part that
Can you imagine?
right. You can do that. So,
I tried for 2 years
Celibacy.
to be on my own.
yeah.
2 years.
Ha-
It's from,
Ha-
is that from the computer?
yeah. Bigo.
2 years
Yeah, yeah,
to stay alone and praying and that,
yeah.
and
That's beautiful.
I feel so good.
Yeah, yeah.
I get my equilibrium. I feel happy inside. Do you remember when we've been a little and we have that happiness?
Right.
That clean happiness, so
Yeah,
clean.
pure
Like,
love.
Whatever happened, we have that strong happy in our
Unconditional
heart. We
love.
don't. Years after
Right.
all fighting with life, we lost all that stuff.
Correct. Oh yeah,
We don't
no.
know where we are, who we are.
Right, which
where
is
we are.
very, very
And
factual.
then I got that one. I got that one back,
That's beautiful.
and I was so happy. But still living on my own, not
Okay.
having people that much around.
Okay, which is okay. Once again, like alone, right? My face tattoo, it says alone. Initially, when you start the healing journey, it's scary because typically you have bodies by your side. Yeah, your family, friends, a partner, right? And now you don't have a partner. You start the healing journey. I tell people like, you might have said God, Jesus, healing, positive talk, but nothing where you know what? Now you'll be Mr. and Mrs. Positive. Now you say it more often. Then I tell people when the healing journey starts, initially it's scary to be alone because the intent is to fall back, be alone, start the healing journey. These type of codependency, you don't need people, you want people. And then your family, they will call you crazy because you don't see like them no more. They see that your energy is shifting and they don't know this conversation. So that's why it's scary initially every which way. But once again, the alone, it's nothing wrong being alone. What whoops our asses is every night we have no body by our side, no physical body, friendship or partnership or kid, whatever. So we're lonely. The loneliness because we know everybody else has a partner, no matter if it's toxic or healthy, but they got somebody. I have nobody. During the day, we distract ourselves, go to work, friends,
I know
whatever.
what it is.
But then we go home, we're scared to go home. Like, gosh, damn, like, I'm not going. I used to have a partner. I used to have a roommate. It's just me again by myself. And this shit is very scary. Trust me, 5 years ago, fuck, I was like, it's hard to start the healing journey because the intent, like what you did, Queen, you fell back, worked on yourself, right? Get to love yourself. And then, but then you see people in the streets, you're like, man, look at that, a happy couple. I want that. Like, maybe in due time you might get it, but for now you don't have it. And it's okay. Patience is a virtue. But what I tell people, like, when you start the healing journey, if you want to become single, give yourself an ETA time for how long will you be single for. And once again, celibacy, being celibate, no TLC, sex intercourse. You could be celibate, but to forewarn you, because TikTok, all these platforms, like, I could be celibate, you could be celibate. Just because we're both celibate does not make us good people. It just lets us know that we control our lust best as possible. Because that could be really spiritual, right? I love God, right? Scenario. Verbally I say I love God, Jesus, I go to church. A for effort. But you're my partner to be. I'm emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically whooping your ass, and I'm a fuckboy. I'm not a good person overall. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad boy fuckboy, right? But I told you go to church. Church is a building. The Bible is a book, cool, but I'm not living the life as best as possible. So why do you have by my side? A zillion people in the whole universe. Why would you allow me to go in your life, your four walls, and take your energy? Make that make sense. Don't worry about me.
Yes, but you know why? What I want to say.
Go for it.
I'm not just to go deep in any conversation, but I would like to say something without going a little bit deep in anything, in like religion or reading that
Hey.
book or try to follow.
Right.
Try for 40 days, 3-4 months, and go deep there and believe in what you're doing, because this is the way to make a progress. If
Right.
you don't believe, better don't do it. Just move on.
Yeah.
And if you go like that, you will understand the meaning of everything, and you will catch a little bit from the what they want to say in
Right.
my religion, because I go there and I stay for 2 years
Okay.
fasting, praying,
Yeah.
blah blah, all this stuff.
Right.
And I
Right.
feel good.
That's beautiful. That's
And
beautiful.
It's not one, it's two. And
Right.
when I go, when now after all this, I feel like it's good, but it's not the main. We are built to have a family. From the family, we will get. Okay, I'm family again, another challenge because they are blah blah blah. All of them, they want to take your energy, take your money. You have to keep strong. You have to keep them love around to you. How you will make all this, but still from
Right.
there you will get all your love. If you have a kids,
Mm-hmm.
how you love your kids, how
Right.
they love you.
Right.
That's true love.
No, yeah,
And
for
you
sure.
can't compare that. No, you can't find.
Right. Which is that's the term.
Be on your own
Mm-hmm.
and be with family. Come
Right.
on.
Which, once again, which is beautiful, right? It's a beautiful concept, beautiful idea, right? But here's the kicker. Once again, if you are ready as one being to have a family, have kids, but a lot of us say we're ready to have that, but both of you, it should be a two-sided relationship, not one-sided. A lot of you females, I'm not saying all, but a lot of females are more empathetic. Us men are more narcissistic. So a lot of you females say, you know what? I'm married, that's my boyfriend, right? But here's the kicker. You're happy for others and their relationship, social media, but you're not happy with yourself as a couple. Then you feel alone in a relationship, be your boyfriend or husband, and then cherry top, you fucking daydream about love. As a couple, you can't watch love movies. You haven't had TLC, sex intercourse, for about months, and you watch a movie together, it becomes awkward. You know, you want to talk about life, feelings, you know, he becomes awkward, he walks away, like, and for how much more long are you doing that for?
My opinion, stop watching movies, stop listen music. It's all commercial, or I'll be able to destroy our subconscious.
Which you can,
know
if you allow
what
it to.
I'm talking about.
Right. If you allow it to. If you allow it to.
Huh?
If you allow it to,
Yeah.
it can. But once again, like, if you use the phone technology,
I'm not listening music anymore.
which is okay,
I stopped watching movies.
which is okay. Nothing's wrong
I'm
with
just
that.
saying, yeah.
Right. So what I'm a gay tech. I work in Peters, like Jack, right? So what I tell people, like, if you want to start the healing journey, right, and feel all these tattoos, these feelings, right? All these tattoos are just feelings. If you want to work on yourself, let's say locally, behind the screen, you don't have your family, your friends, coworkers to talk about these feelings. Go on social media. Go on TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. Like, you know, what's depressions? What's a breakup? You know, what's the healing journey? Why am I sad? You know, type it in the in the search bar. You got ChatGPT, you got C.AI. You can talk to it, and they can tell you, they can guide you. But once again, if you want to feel these feelings, we're better with social media because you can use the phone correctly and research if you want to research. Nobody has to. Tell them. That's Japanese. You don't have to do that. But once again, everybody has their own way of healing. Like you can shut no TV, no movies, no music. That's totally cool. If that's working for you, more power to you. Every which way. But once again, everybody has a way of healing. That's how I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to start the healing journey. You have to know first and foremost. The word "have" is very triggering. No one's gotta do shit. You have to forgive. No one's gotta forgive. You should want to forgive for yourself first and foremost. You can't forget it. It's been written. And as a being, you should want to let go, do closure for yourself, comprehend why that happened to you, why it failed, to do what? Comprehension. And when you do that, you can have a better life and overall. That's why I let go of my exes, my past pain, my toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. My parents, I have nothing against none of my family, especially my parents, my caregivers. They don't know this conversation. They think I'm crazy, I'm at the Seattle farmer's market, and then the customers tell me, "Oh, you got more tattoos," because we haven't seen each other since last, September, October. And the idea we survive winter and we see each other in springtime. And then my dad's like, my pops said, "But hey, tell him no more tattoos." I'm like, "There, you getting more?" I was like, "Yeah, more on my arms, and my chest, and working on my back." And after that, probably be done. But what are you getting? More words? Yeah, it's just more words, more knows the universe. Why? Just once again, it's a map to life. Make it black and white, straight to the point. And once again, know how to comprehend this. People all the time are like, "Why don't you write a book?" if I was to write a book, I would do this little scenario. Eventually, maybe sometime soon I'll do it. I've been saying for years now, but I'm gonna go on Avery.com, get a business card, a little 2x4 like this. It's in the same one. So anyone in the streets tell me I should write a book, I'll get my wallet, I'll pull it out. Oh, here it is. So it'll say like, this is my book, and flip it over. It'll say, this is my book. Think about it. It'll say, the answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end. My full name, Margarita Yala, email address, phone number, and then like the apps that I'm on. And then so what? And you'd be like, they'll hit the cuss. Let's say you're doing it face to face. You sir, miss, you just told me to write a book. There's my book. What do you mean? It's a business card. It is. Now read it. That's all it is. You don't have to comprehend this, but it's you. It's not nobody else. What? People could come and go every which way. It's you. If you don't got you, then who got you? The universe? Potentially. Emotionally, spiritually as a being. What about physically? Anyone could leave. Anyone could cheat. Anyone can ghost. Anyone could break up with you and divorce you. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how you react, how you respond. Initially, it is scary to be alone. But as they start the healing journey, more on the awakening journey, especially awakening woke journey, those the last two journeys, those, last two phases, then you bless. Like, I don't need a partner. I want a partner. Needing people is codependency. Kids, I'm a single kids. They need me for now. Eventually, when they leave the household, they're gonna go in the matrix. The idea that our kids survive. I tell my kids all the time, you're suffering here locally. Wait till you want to leave the household and fucking go. You want to leave to France. You don't go to France by yourself. There's no family. There's no friends. There's nobody there. It's just you and the matrix and that part of the universe. Will you make it or you survive it? And I forewarn all my kids, anyone that's in general wise, it's the person by your side. That's what matters in life. It's the person by your side. Family and friends, they can come and go. It'll hurt, yes, but the person by your side. Especially when you're a square. My tattoos. You're too empathetic. You're the nice girl. What is your flaw? You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too naive. Called a people pleaser. You will give your all, which is okay. Initially, nothing's wrong with that. The downfall is if you fucking date a person that's narcissistic. My tattoo is a circle. These bad girl, fuck girls. You're giving your love to the wrong individual because you are giving them love. You meet them halfway. Communication, comprehension, best possible. More likely you're more empathetic wise, so you do monogamy. You control your lust. You're giving your love to a person that all they offer is toxic love. They could tell you I love you, but they're emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, passing by on cell phones, physically breaking shit, literally whipping your ass physically, and they're being fuckboy fuck girls. They cheat on you 1 time, 4 times, 20 times. That's why trauma bonds suck. That's the term for everyone that's stuck in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. You break up 1 time, 2 times, 20 times. It's alright. They'll come back. Yeah, you're fucking gone. That's why it's called, which I'm gonna tat on my back, because my back tattoo is bunch of words, right? Little notes, universe, passages. So on the left side, I have a gap. So it's gonna say vertically wise. It's gonna say trauma bonds equal soul ties equal twin flames equal addiction equal insanity equal all capital letters codependency. And I'm the one that calls you the fuck out. I was you. So king. So you need your partner by your side that's emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, physically abusive, a fuckboy fuck girl, and they cheat you multiple times. So you need that one person in the whole universe by your side. There's nobody else out there for you. There's nobody in the healing journey. So you're trying to tell me that everyone is broken, everyone's toxic. This is what everyone's gonna get with you by your side. I was you, and that's why it's called. There's the worst part. But once again, before I get out in a minute because I'm tired. If you're in a positive manner, the longer you are as an individual, the more it's gonna hurt you. Especially once again, you're a square. You're nice and actually you're too empathetic, right? So, I would still say to the fullest, right? Eventually, who knows? Probably get a tat on my body. But the reason, once again, in our heads, our mansions, some of my traumas, we lock it up really fucking good. That's the neck tattoo, it's a mansion, it's a simple little box, like a house. Mansion, and it says Mansion NF, the rap artist. I took his song, made it my way, right? So in our heads, these doors of pain, we lock them up. Sometimes we forget about them. Child trauma, your ex did it wrong, your best friend, someone did you wrong, right? You went through a bad, traumatic situation, but you forget about it because you lie to yourself. And so something triggers it. It's all about triggers. You watch something, there's a memory, whatever. You watch the movie, whatever the fuck it is. It's something in your head triggers it. Oh shit, I forgot about that. And now it kicks in. So that's why, you know, a lot of empathetic queens, which is not many of us, but there are some out there. You queens are a lot empathetic to. There's a lot of empathetic queens, right? So my first baby mom, 12 years deep, right? She told me this shit for 12 years of my life. You're ugly, fat, and stupid. No one said I want you. I'm the best you will ever have in your life. If you leave me, you die alone. So when you hear that shit pretty much every day, and months, years to be, why do you think anyone gives you a compliment? You don't know how to take that shit. You don't believe that shit. Don't matter if everyone tells you, yo, you are beautiful, you're exotic as a motherfucker, you know, you be like, you don't see that because the person that you love, right? Because you offer love, and they're fucking toxic love. They're destroying the fuck out of you. They're telling you every fucking day or however often. And you believe that shit. You know what? Maybe I am ugly, fat, and stupid. Nobody won't want me. This is the best I could do in my life. That's why it's called emotion abuse. Emotion and spiritually getting destroyed. And this is you know what? This is the best I can do. That's what trombone suck. You will stay there for fucking years, babies to be. Well, I think a lot of queens, you're 20, 30 years deep, especially because every generation is different. Nowadays, for the most part, if you're maybe 25 and under, you might stay, but not too long, you know? But the idea is you fall back at the healing journey. Some will verbalize it, but they'll be single, celibate, whatever, sure, a month, 3 months, and boom. Jump into another relationship right away. Like, you can't fix yourself with the body by your side. It's highly impossible. If you're both in the healing journey, if you're both at a breakup and you're starting the healing journey, and you talk about this as best as possible, you might have a positive outcome. That's a big might. But remember this, your exes, for everyone in the whole universe, all your exes will all be your kryptonite to your last day in breath until you let go of all of them. Not one of them, all of them. But for sure, day by day baby steps, start with your first one, then the next one. Because if you don't let go, you could be 5 years from now, moved on, married, kids and everything. And your ex, you know, what you get, social media, therapy account, no contact, block them. On cell phone, you can block them. Right, yeah. But then you see them in the streets. And they say hi to you. And they fucking emotionally cheating, verbally abusive, fuck boys, frizzy, whooping your ass, everything. And they say hi, they say like nothing happened between you two. Now your triggers can happen. My tattoos of the stoplights, red light, bothered. Your like triggers, you're angered and shit. You might even build hatred. Now you're triggered. And you haven't seen them for 5 years. Now you're married and kids and everything. So how do you allow your ex to live in your mansion, rent feet stuff? Why won't you let them go? And yes, easier said than done. No one deserves to be destroyed at all. No one deserves to fucking get sold a dream at all. But here's the kicker. Everyone initially is stuck on what? The generational cycle. That's why in middle school, high school, they don't teach you this shit. In college, if you go to college to be a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, maybe the fucking DSM-5 book. But even the DSM-5 book, that's about the brain. How the fuck these scientists that study the brain, right? And they come with the terminology, and they're in fucking toxic love, broken codependent relationships. They're fucking zombies, addicts to addiction. But they're therapists, counselors. And respect, I say this all the time. If you're those 4 categories, you're a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, how the fuck are you in a toxic love, broken codependent relationship? How did you get sold a dream? How are you a zombie, an addict to addiction? Make that shit make sense, because you went to college to teach me about my brain, these feelings. So if you're going through it, I have the right to still go through a scenario. Why are you going through it? When will you work on yourself? When will you let them go? You don't need people, you want people. You just don't know that yet. The whole universe. And that's the shit. But once again, I know I make it sound so easy. Why? 5 years ago, actually, May 3rd, this year, which is like the TikTok, my 5-year anniversary, man. Sober from what? People think you hear sobriety and bullshit, like, not, respect to say this, triggering comment. I didn't hit rock bottom, become a zombie, addict to addiction. No. I already know the outcome. Do you want to see a future on Mr. Drugs? Look at all the zombie walk the streets. That's you. That's your future. Every which way is respectful. I know trigger subject, but it's facts. Everyone's future is in front of everybody's faces. We can all become each other. But don't hit rock bottom and fuck these feelings. Cool, go get high, get drunk, do all that shit. And then when you sober the fuck up, guess what happened, boys and girls, men and women? Your feelings still there. Your problems still, they didn't ever fucking leave. They did that for a little while. Yeah. In those realms, I've heard something 5 years doing this, my one-on-ones, all these live sessions. I've heard many stories. When they're high drunk, they speak to God, Buddha, the universe. I have different, I've heard everything. I'm like, yeah. That's cool. I'm happy for you. But when you wake up and you sober the fuck up, guess what? All my tattoos, these are my scars, healed. These are cuts and wounds. They're still there. What are you going to do about them? Or are you going to keep doing this for the rest of your life? Fuck these feelings, run from yourself. But then you want love, relationships, marriage, families, and kids. Why? You need to love yourself respectfully. And that's the shit for everybody. That's why I do these live sessions for you guys. Once again, not for myself. I'm blessed. 5 years ago, it was for myself. I was trying to figure this shit out. But the cool thing about social media, I got blessed with my real support team. 10 people for 88 days. Like, once again, one of my boys, a king. Three queens locally wise, and then for 3 through IG and Facebook. I know of them. I didn't know them like that. And I got blessed. I just tell stories now. Victim mentality. I mean, healing journey, the victim mentality, awakening journey, the warrior mentality, awakening journey, survivor mentality, woke journey, the last journey. Now we just tell stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm not a survivor. I was. From now to my last day in breath, I won't ever respectfully on any platform face to face like, hey, guess what? And I say respectfully, in the grieving journey, when you go through breakups, you get ghosted. Like, nothing's wrong with like shedding tears for like a couple weeks, a month, 2 months tops. Respect and say that. But you're there months, years, sad and depressed. You're scared. Yeah, I know that feeling. It sucks initially, like, to move on and potentially into a relationship. Like, trust. Yes, who do I trust? Every which way. That's the problem. It's hard. Trust and loyalty. Hey, number 3. How you doing, Queen? How's it going? Welcome to Alive. It's trust and loyalty. That's the shit. Like, who do you trust and who can you be loyal with that they won't sell you a dream? That's a triggering subject for a lot of people, and that's why nothing's wrong with being single, nothing wrong with being alone, but it's like a zillion people in the universe. How can you try to do it again? And it's gonna suck when they sell you a dream, or they ghost you, or they shoot you. They use for your body, beauty, and your lust. But I tell everybody, especially you're more a square empathetic person, especially queens, like, as long as you gave your all, best as possible, either not sell him or her, whatever you're into, a dream, you kept it 1,000 raw and real. They kept it 100, they sold you a dream. They told you, God, Buddha, I love you, I get to know you, but now they ghost you or they cheat on you. It's gonna hurt. Not every time. If you allow it to be every time, it will. But once again, it's like, you do for yourself first and foremost. That's why I tell everybody, be selfish in a positive manner, because if you don't got you, they don't got you. And love, I'm gonna tell you too, love is consistent. It can't hurt. If higher source, whatever your higher source is, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual ancestor, if that is love, if they are love to you, they can't hurt you. It's highly impossible. Toxic love, you don't want. That's the shit you should be. When we all say love hurts, incorrect. I'm scared of love, that's incorrect. You're scared of toxic love. You don't want to love somebody that doesn't love you back. That's the shit you should be fearful. That's the shit you don't want by your side. And the best part, the door is right there. You can go to that door, be like Forrest Gump, and fucking run. Don't look back. The downfall is because when you're more empathetic, what do? What will happen to them? If I leave them, what will happen to them? That's the downfall when you're too empathetic, because you're like, you don't know what compassion is. You put yourself in their shoes, but you don't comprehend, like, hey, like, that's not your kid. Stop being the mother, stop being the father, stop being the probation officer. Technology is key. I promise you 1,000, you break up with your partner, they make a post, comments, DMs, gay, straight, trans after them, every which way. Then the question is, as when the breakup happens, who's gonna start the healing journey? Who's gonna stay stuck on a journey? For everybody, respectfully, that's the shit. Typically, I'm not saying all. For the most part, a lot of you queens are more empathetic. You start the healing journey. You fall back. Let me figure this shit out. Us Medicaid boys are narcissistic. Body hopping the whole phase. I got fucking, next girlfriend tomorrow. But I love her. Like, how many loves can you have in a year? Like, bro, no. And that's the thing for everybody. That's why if you start the healing journey as a being, vibe with the people in the healing journey. If you want love, if you both want love, if not, then keep feeling. Once again, we say this quite a bit, especially when you're in toxic relationships. All men are toxic. They're crazy. You know what? You're toxic and crazy because that's all you date. That's all you know is toxic love. You don't know what love is. I promise you 1,000. When you find love and you love yourself first and foremost, the potential to be you'll have this conversation. You'll talk about it. No more trauma, no more triggers. You're like, nah, I don't deal with toxicity. What? my situation, everyone in the healing journey has the way when speaking. I keep it 1,000 round real. Like, I'm not here to hurt no female, no potential to be. Like, queen, this is the way, all my tattoos is about, it's a map to life. If these words trick, here's the best part. Hey, number 3, welcome to life with the foremost, you know, and you're new here. I use the examples these are in the box, right? Let's say number 3, she likes me, right? Scenario, right? It's not factual, but with my situation, I forewarn, hey, queen, just to let you know, all these tattoos are my body for a reason. They're black and white words. It's about the healing journey. Negative words, positive words. On my chest, on my backs. So here's a scenario. We're sleeping together as a couple. I have my shirt off, right? If I'm sleeping like a baby, and any of these tattoos, these words trigger you, and I'm sleeping, and it triggers you, and we talk about it, and what do you want to do? Erase them? I'm not going to erase them. I'm going to tell you, babe, shit out. I love you, but if it keeps triggering you, why do you want to be with me? But if I want you day one scenario, what? You don't want to shoot your shot with me, because if this bothers you, I respect your boundaries, but here's the kicker. I tell you, the attention getter, a lot of queens love it because they're in the healing journey, right? I already know this conversation for the most part, so I respect your boundaries, my partner, but babe, check out. We're in the street together. She has no more tattoos. Just go for a little walk. Or I'll go to Starbucks, get a drink. I'll catch up with you in 5-10 minutes. I respect our boundaries as a couple. 10 minutes, I'll get this individual. And I'll say, hey, we can talk about my tattoos. That's my girlfriend. She, you know, it kind of triggers her. She's working on herself. So I'll give you 10 minutes of my time. If you want to continue this conversation, you got social media, cell phone, email address, cell phone number, social media, we can exchange information. But I have to go with my girlfriend, continue on. I'll respect your boundaries, but I tell people, why do you want to be with me? Do you want to do that for the next year to be? Hey, babe, go get a coffee. And see, I don't famous because of my tattoos. You don't want to be on my side respectfully. I forewarn. I don't want to sell you a dream. I don't want you to hurt your own self because you'd be like, well, I love your energy. Yes, energy is beautiful. Conversations are beautiful, but here's the kicker. Are you ready for it? A lot of people say they're ready for love. Do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay longer than you're supposed to. I promise you that. You know the door's right there. You know you'll leave. Peace gotta go, you know? And respect for more on the female side. You queens is like, you know, you're the ones who have kiddos. I'm a single father of kids. I do co-parenting. I have 2 families. I said to all queens all the time, I eat my own kiddos. Like, wait till you're 30, 40 years old. Wait till, you know, for this marriage and, you know, kids. That vocabulary don't have it in your vocabulary yet. Like, don't worry about that. Make sure you're good for yourself. You, as one individual. The potential to be, it should be a 2-sided relationship, not 1-sided. You don't want 1-sided. That's toxic love. Toxic love is inconsistent. Big letters. Small letters, love is inconsistent. So you stare at, why is it smaller? So you stare at it harder. That's why. That's hard to get. To achieve love is hard. Initially, it's hard. Initially. But in due time, it potentially get better because it starts with you, not nobody else. If you're on true happiness, unconditional love, support, and real support teams, the fountain of youth, it's the person marry you. You know, the only person you need, chase, compete, submit, any validation from is who? You. The person in the mirror. It's not nobody else. I can add to all of what your love, unconditional love, but I can also take it. Why would you let me take it? And you're scenario queen, you better, you know, let's say you met me, right? And before me, the healing journey, spirituality, religious, Buddha, whatever, right? Which is beautiful for you, but then I come in your life. And before me, you had a good routine, lovey-dovey shit with the whole people, the whole universe, right? And I come in your life, you're 4 walls, we're a couple, same household, and little by little, I started taking energy away. Started bumping heads. So it's going from love, Bible talk in the beginning, everyone said the same shit, the relationship was so good. So when did it start becoming toxic? When the red flags start happening, you know?
When is it, I mean, if you say no means no, and you put up your boundaries and you tell people you don't want them around you, and they keep violating you, what can you possibly do? I mean,
okay.
The police don't do anything about your stalkers.
Oh, I'm about to say that. Okay, so I'm happy.
Violating your boundaries.
Right.
They don't understand no means no.
Right.
I mean.
So that part, it's very difficult, Queen. Like,
and I don't think it's the problem with me, because if I say no means no and stay away from me, like, stay away from me.
Right. So I'm happy you mentioned that. So, like, I'm happy you did all the procedures. So you realize boundaries, the for one universe, because people, social media, TikTok, therapy, counseling, they'll preach boundaries, which is nothing wrong with that. But I preach, okay, you realize boundaries, which is beautiful. A, right? What's the second part of B? Just to let you know, you've done it. Nobody has to respect your boundaries. That is their choice of fuel, right? And then, like you said, the police, okay, restraining orders, that's A forever. It's something, right? especially towards you queens. I say this all the time. I've been doing this for 5 years, the live podcast, right? So I tell the queens, you know, if you feel like your life is in danger, because a lot of these boys, not men, are narcissistic as fuck, especially in the ghetto hoods, raising correctly as fuck, right? Respectfully. So if you feel like your life's in danger, because remember this, boys and girls are narcissists, especially boys, they hate rejection, they hate no. It's zero way, no way. So once again, scenario, if you feel like your life's in danger because they say, hey, yo, like, if I can't be with you, no one can be with you. Like, that's a forewarning, a red flag. The cool thing about technology, if I was you, make a TikTok, put it on your platforms, just to let you know I have no beef with nobody. Zero. You know, I'm not perfect about a flaw, but this individual right here, for legal matters, you know, you can show their face, everything. Don't say their full name. You can say the first name and last name. I just do John Doe, but just show it to the universe. Because God forbid something that does happen to you, they have at least a fucking lead to look for that individual. That's a positive, right? A lot of empathetic queens should have here longer. They should have. The downfall is they didn't know this conversation. And yes, the verbal threats suck, you know. But I preach about it to the fullest. I live in the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. I look like 10 kilos prison tattoos, but no, it's a map to life, right? So, all my tattoos, heaven and hell, these terms, you can be atheist. You're going to hear the terms. And I'm not saying all, but to trigger people, all the ghetto hoods, my tattoos, hell and earth. You know, I even read them. It says all ghetto tattoos all ghetto hoods are loser playgrounds, hell on earth, toxic laces, toxic love and lust. All suburb good areas are God's playgrounds, heaven on earth, healthy relations, love and lust, right? But we don't, on the overall, I'm not saying, oh no, on the overall. If I don't have the relationships, I'm going to the suburbs. I want to toxic relationships, I'm going to the ghetto hoods, right? But yes, you do have empathetic kings and queens that live in the ghetto hoods, but the situation is, you know, if you live in it, don't be in it best as possible. Once again, and that's the shit that it's not easy. All raising correctly, the big term is called what? The generational cycle. But once again,
Wow.
as one being,
This stalking has been so bad. I have to move away.
okay,
I don't want to.
okay,
It's just too much.
what,
It's women. It's men.
right,
It's lesbian. They just don't have to stop.
okay,
All surround me, and they just don't. You know,
Well-
they just don't understand. No means no. I'm not one of you. I don't want to join you. I'm not interested in what you have going on in your life.
right,
You know,
right. Well,
it's
queen,
not as hard.
and I say respectfully once again, like, okay, as a male, female, right? When you have the cosmetics, you know, you're beautiful, exotic as a male, female, physique, everything, right? The lingo, the accent, all that. For example, I say that all the time to phone the universe. No one to comprehend it, especially you queens. If you want to date brown boys, Hispanic and Spaniard, just to let you know, you don't comprehend. It's fear in a positive manner. AK for warning. 80% brown boys are fuck boys. They are hard workers. They don't work hard relationships. Just to let you, and they go to church. They love God, Allah, Buddha, and the universe. Amen. But they're not good people on the overall. They treat everybody else good, but the part of, just to forewarn you, don't have to comprehend that. I'm part of the culture. I don't fuck with respect. I don't vibe with the brown culture. I don't like. They can't teach me nothing.
Whoa.
Respectfully.
Were you just that honest? I can't.
Keep it 1,000, queen.
Wow.
I
Yeah, you did.
have my tattoo. I'm not here to sell a dream. I'm here to forewarn, like, especially you queens, because you're the ones that have baby. I'm a single for your kids. Like, scenario. Matter of fact, my ex, she was telling our kiddos, right? She's like, I'm one female. I can have only one. Every female can have one kid, 9 months in 1 year, and that's it. Your dad? I was like, I can have 1,000 bodies and become a deadbeat father for 1,000 queens in 1 year, easily. You know, easily, right? But here's the kicker: I call everybody out. If you're, when it comes to kids, when kids are involved, right, and other category, but keep it simple with kids, especially my thing is my first baby mom's. She is this term, but she's on a journey. She's not on a healing journey. There's no conversations. There's no thing as co-parenting. Yes, you're a mother. Yes, you're a father. Terms, titles. She's not parenting. She's not a parent. She's not doing co-parenting. But I get, once again, nothing against her. She's not doing the healing journey, right? So, if you become a deadbeat mother, deadbeat father, like, how can you call yourself a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person, if you know you're doing wrong? You can give up on your ex, right? Bump heads, understandable. But why give up on the little ones? Analogy, metaphor, therapy, counseling talk, that's your inner child. They don't have a chance yet. Maybe if you talk to them, I forewarned them, potentially have a better chance than you did, But once again, nobody has to have those conversations. That's why it's a live podcast. I've been doing it for 5 years on the overall. I just tell stories to God for warning. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. Hey, what's up, disciple? How you doing? How's it going? And I say respectfully, as being whatever you're into, when you have open mind conversation, be positive, negative, everybody plants seeds. As the being that's hearing this, what are you gonna do with it, with that seed? You gonna let it die? You gonna water it? Forget about it. That is your choice if you will. Nobody has to comprehend this. You know. But Queen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to calm down.
You okay? You're okay.
I can't. Yeah, I can't have anyone.
Yeah.
Looking at my forehead.
You're cool, Queen. You're totally cool. You're totally cool. You know, you don't have to care.
See how you guys see there? I'm about to put a tattoo on mine too, so nobody touch my third eye.
Oh yeah, spirituality talk. Yeah, the third eye. So I have the shirt, third eye, and then right here.
I know. I was looking at your shirt. That's what drew me in. That, and then you were really speaking and you were speaking profoundly, and I think a lot of people will be lucky to be listening to you.
Oh, thank you.
And I also was just like, dang, he just broke it down so well for everyone. There needs to be more people in here who needs to hear this.
Thank you, Queen. I've been doing this for 5 years. To show you, it's a live podcast. Once again, on there's other platforms, they can hear you, they can't see you, right? But I'll give you a tour, right? So I'm about to shut down in a minute. Let me see. So this is Likee Squad, both my Facebooks, both my TikToks, IG, Twitch, Clubhouse, and then you guys, Bigo. So once again.
Wait, you're on Clubhouse too?
Say that again?
You're on Clubhouse as well. Wow.
Yep, Clubhouse. So once again, I preach this to the fullest. Like, everyone in the healing journey, you don't have to do this. I recommend this. Like, do a live podcast. Do a podcast. Do a live podcast. Like, share your notes, knowledge, analogy, metaphor, riddles. Stories to the universe. No one has to comprehend you, but all it takes is one person to make a comment, ask questions, spark conversations. That's a positive. And just to let you know that nobody has to comprehend you. Even though it's the healing journey, more awakening, eventually woke journey, you're gonna see people fall in the faces because that's the old version of yourself. You know they're about to get destroyed. You know they're about to get another toxic love, broken codependent relationship. But just talk to them. Hey, stop. You have to comprehend this, but I see energy like they're not good for you, but I'm here for you. What? I was you. What you about to, all that shit, I'm here for you. I'm on your my mom's universe. I'm on your pocket 24/7, 365. Please don't ever feel alone. And it's not about being right. I'm just forewarning you. That's all I'm doing. Nothing more, nothing less. You have to comprehend me, but here's the kicker. You put your hand out, I won't let you drown. I know that feeling. It sucks that put your hand out. Higher source got you. Cool. Spirituality talk. Awesome. But no physical being. Once in someone that talk to me. Someone elaborate. Please hold my hand, guide me. I'm tired of this shit. You know? I get understanding, but he is knowledgeable and pure in his soul. Oh, hey, Jeff. Oh, thank you, King. I'm sorry. What was that, Queen? I'm sorry. I apologize.
I said, no, don't apologize. I think that's great. I think you're the first one I've ever seen pull out like 6 different phones.
Oh, yeah.
You take the beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Queen. I just...
I'm glad that you're around, and I think you'll be a great inspiration for everyone.
Thank you, Queen. I'm paying it forward. As I was telling my support team, one of my boys, the King and 9 Queens, like, everything I taught you, just pay it forward. You're on social media. What? That's on my tattoos. Anyone's positive notes, negative notes. If you have something positive to say or negative, I know that will trigger people. I know that word, that sentence will. I put it in my body. That's why, for example, like, the devil, God, like, you can say those terms, but here's the kicker. Every day above ground, we all have freedom of choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the nice and natural, to be narcissistic, the bad boy, fuck girl. A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you are choosing. Black and white, straight to the point. So which one are you? Which one are you more of? Are you a square? Are you a circle? Or my tattoos, you're a zombie. You're an addict to addiction. That's all Matrix talk. I see 3 codes. Coding talk. Square, circle, zombies. That's my terminology. I vibe more. If you want a better outcome in life, on the overall, you vibe with squares, empathetic people. Especially when it comes to love and relationships. You don't vibe with circles. Boys and girls are narcissistic. These babble, background, fuck girls. Respectfully, especially the zombies, addicts to addiction. They don't know how to love themselves. They can say love, but look at the life they're living. Respectfully. You can be their associates, a real support team. If they're not too toxic, their environment's not toxic, I'll even call them a friend. But I say the potential partner, negative. I won't ever do opposite try respectfully, Living is energy. 1,000. Oh yeah, no, it's all about energy. All I see is energy. I don't see like color, I see positive, negative, and zombies respectfully. All my tattoos. Which one are you? But I'll talk to everybody. I'm very patient, open-minded about all these conversations. But I prefer to talk about you as the being, about your feelings. I ask everybody, how you doing? How's it going? How's life? How's family? How's everything at home? How's your health? How's your body? Well, why my body, my health? Because this body's delicate. You know that, right? As we get older, it talk to us. Every 10 years out. Every 10 years more out. So, when you're younger, you jump out of bed. When you get older, you roll out of bed and make sure you don't get up too fast. You don't pull a muscle. And you just woke up. And that's the physical health. What about the mental? What about upstairs? That's what I preach about. As a being, I preach about home. Your four walls. Your mental four walls and your physical four walls. How's your home? Both homes. Both your four walls. And listen to Rito. He is one of the realest human beings.
I don't have a home
thank you,
where
Jeff.
I'm being attacked, but,
I'm sorry, Queen?
That's for sure. I said, home is where the heart is. This is my home. My heart is not in this location.
Okay.
I'm pretty safe when it comes to that.
Okay, which is beautiful.
I am grateful for the opportunities that are provided for me. I'm grateful for knowing who I am, for not falling for anything, for not accepting the bare minimum.
That's beautiful.
I went on my healing journey a long time ago, which the crazy part is I've always taken care of others and just accepted their things over and over again. And then when I put boundaries up and I tell people that, it's just like, that's when
you're the bad guy.
Push and push and push. It's like,
now you're being mean.
At this point.
Now you're being mean.
Yeah, well,
oh yeah, that's why boundaries.
How everyone when it comes to that stuff.
Right.
I'm very honest, and I'm going to exactly what it is.
That's beautiful.
And I'm going to make you go away. Don't go away. I got to take the precautionary ways.
Facts.
With love.
Facts. No, yeah, which is beautiful. That's when you start the healing journey, right? I tell people, like, initially it's scary because all your life you've been a people pleaser. The downfall, you're too empathetic. All my tattoos, you're too nice. Like I was, past tense, right? You're too nice. You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too nice. You call it people pleasers, right? So you don't know how to say no. You feel like saying no, it's wrong to sin. So when you start little by little realize boundaries, you're just like, I feel guilty. Like I've never really said no, but the more you do it, like then you start loving it. And then when you start doing that, because before you would do it because you're a people pleaser. You did everything for them. Even if you're broke, let's say you have no money, you borrow money from somebody else to help them out. And when they can't pay that debt, you got to pay the debt. Love it or hate it, right? The day you start saying no, like, you're changing. Your ex, like my family friends would tell me, like, you're changing. She made you, you're wrong. I'm like, no, I messed up, man. That's the downfall for a lot of us, especially more on the men's side. When we're not assisting that, when we're not raised to have this conversation, we self-sabotage relationships. Because we're people pleasers. We please our family and friends before our partners and shit. And then we have kids with them. That's why self-sabotage relations not known, because no one taught me this shit till I was 39. I'm a tattoo, 39, 18 at heart. I just turned 44 this year. So, and the last 5 years of my life, and I say respectfully, the best years of my life. Nothing against my exes, past, pain, talk stuff, trauma, child trauma. Nothing against, I comprehend them. They don't know this conversation. They're on a journey still. My healing journey ended 5 years ago, but I use the term, healing journey. That's when you start feeling your feelings, to comprehend your feelings, to evolve in life. To you trying to figure this out for yourself as an individual, because this is your life. If you don't got you, who got you? Spirituality talk, cool. You can say higher source. But what about physical beings? Anyone can leave whenever they want to. That is their free own choice.
Well, they never do.
Say it again?
I said yes, some people need to realize sometimes it's best that way. I agree with you.
It's like, Queen, like, it's your life. Scenario. I use this scenario, right? I preach about energy, spirituality talk. So let's say scenario, I like you, dig you, vice versa, right? We got people that, our attention. But I speak about, okay, I'm going to ask you about you, day one, speed dating type of situation. Queen, like, what is your everyday life? What is your universe like? What do you mean, like, before I met you, what is your life like? I'll tell you what my daily routine is and what I do in my life, And just off the rip type of situation, day one, I just want to see we're compatible on the overall. If we have time for each other, because maybe you're busy, I'm busy, like, we can make time for each other most definitely, because anybody can make time for anybody, especially the person the person they like, the love potential wise. But will it be love consistent, or just will turn to toxic love inconsistent? And then on top of that, can you handle your feelings? Like if the breakup happens, then what? Are you ready for that? If you're not, then let's talk about it. Break it down best as possible. Because I'm not trying to hurt your feelings at all. You can't hurt my feelings. I say all the time, Queen, you can ghost me, leave me, cheat on me, divorce me. I don't need you in my life. I'm not going to pay nobody. I want you in my life. If you want me, we match energy, not take energy. If you take my energy, what should I do? Realize boundaries. Learn to say no. Learn to be mean to you because you be mean to I. If I don't do that spirituality talk, I'm being mean to myself, hurting my feelings. Make that shit make sense. You know? That's why I'm not trying to waste my love time feelings. I can't get back. I can't buy it back. God Almighty, can I give it back to both of us? Not just my side, both sides. Every which way. You know, they ghosted me. Yes, they told you a dream and it sucks, but that person that ghosted you is not a good person. They commented their TikTok, they talked about God, Buddha, spirituality, ate for fucking effort, but they ghosted you. That's not a good person. A little bit of good, a lot of bad. They're on a journey. They claim to be the healing journey. People in the healing journey, we don't ghost for the most part. You know, we're adults. Boys and girls ghost because they say they want love, but they run from it. Oh shit, she just got real. It's too good to be true. Before they cheat, I'll cheat. Before they leave, I'll leave. Before they ghost, I'll ghost. Really? Awesome. You know? Bigo is the kindest human I've met. Too knowledgeable to lead us. Thank you, King. Bigo is one of the closest to religion I've known, but people are scared of that. Oh yeah, no, I'll talk about everything. I'm a back tattoo, which I have to add Muhammad to it. So it says, you know, as one being, because everybody doesn't believe, but as long as you live the life of God, God-like, Jesus-like, Allah-like, Buddha-like, which I'm gonna get added to Muhammad-like, the universe-like, the spiritual universe-like, your ancestors-like, then you're a blessed individual as one individual. I reiterate, what? It's talking about you as one being. That's beautiful, but what about the person, the potential by your side? Are they living the life you're living best as possible? And once again, as a being, you know, what is your love languages, what are your boundaries, what are your standards? My situation, I'm born as a Catholic, I'm religious / spiritual, right? I could be with a queen that's, you know, atheist, but as long as she's open-minded enough and, you know, open-minded as best as possible. You know, I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to change. You have to be, no, you don't have to be nothing. You be what I want to be. But once again, as a couple, how we doing this as a being? Like, and I respect your boundaries, you respect my boundaries. We could on the overall, and if it becomes toxic or any start shifting, you can leave. That is, I'm not just my tattoo. I'm not your slave master. You're not my slave. The door's right there. All that trombone bullshit. That's what this is. You don't want trombones. Those suck. I would see his studied a lot and respect them. Oh yeah, no, thank you. This year I'm studying more like, you know, other religious leaders, like born as a Catholic, Jesus, God, right? Then you have Buddha. I'm gonna say become a Buddhist. If you want the healing journey a lot faster, Spotify, Tati Tim, you know, Buddha's teachings, beast. Fucking Buddha's a beast. 25 years ago, he was preaching what I was preaching. I didn't know this shit till 3 months ago. Spotify, DoorDash, the cool technology. If you want the healing journey, any term. You know, what's depression? What's anxiety? What's the healing? Type it in this, type in the search bar. There might be a podcast about it. YouTube. You got technologies. ChatGPT, C.AI. I'm a geek tech. I use every resource just to test it, you know? And then you have Muhammad, you know? So Buddha on the overall is a beast. When it comes to Buddha, like in Buddhism, quote unquote, like it's not a religion. Some people use it that way, but to each their own.
It's awesome.
Say it again?
Buddhism is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not listen. I've been religious my whole life.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't believe in consciousness, obviously.
Right.
But the love that I have for people not only exuded through me because this is who I am, but loving God or knowing God or walking with God has made me the loving individual that I am, that can pour into others,
right?
That can be for them. But
go for it.
Having my guard up,
right,
is something that I had to, you know, I've experienced too much hate and abuse, by individuals. And, you know, I'm ready to go back to my house, that's for sure. And be with my people.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
But I had to put up these boundaries, and I'm not, it's not a semi-permeable wall.
Okay.
It is literally like the wall of China.
That's beautiful.
I understand that there's different versions
Right.
of healing, right? And you never want to be too rigid, which is where the wall is too hard, and you don't want to be porous, where the wall is too easily, too many people get in.
Right.
But when people they don't understand your boundaries or keep trying to push it, you know, that's when you gotta go to the right and go a little hard if you have to.
Facts.
Unfortunately, that goes against my nature,
Right.
as well as my mindset.
Right.
But people just have to understand that, you know, sometimes you do, unfortunately.
Right.
Might try to, and then to save yourself is what matters.
Facts.
Unfortunately, some people might try to draw you into a toxic in between, back and forth.
Facts.
Because they just don't, they want you to be one of them, or they don't comprehend that
Correct.
they are toxic and causing issues. So it's
Facts.
it really is a simple thing.
No, it
so
is.
being a light worker is like really hard, and I see how your the title is light worker.
Oh yeah, no, it's not easy initially.
Exactly.
Right. I'm happy you're doing good, Queen. That's beautiful. I'm happy for you every which way. And like you said, for you as a being, like you said, it's kind of goes against your nature, but that's what I preach about you. As one being, you are blessed, you're empathetic, which is beautiful, but not everyone's going to be like you or match your energy best as possible. That's why you go match your energy best as possible. Like Kevin Gates says, which I'm going to tell my body, so I add a word to his little saying, you know, go where you're appreciated, comma, love, not where you're tolerated, toxic love. Black and white, straight to the point. You don't need people, you want people. If you match people with energy and your type of energy, you have a better outcome on the overall. But once again, you might travel, you might move, no one to respect your boundaries, and that's why I preach about, you know, like what Buddha was doing, mind and body, which I didn't know that till 3 months ago. I was like, oh shit, if it not exist, I wish it not exist, but it would have been nice. It would have been really nice if a family or friend, you know, let's say middle school, high school, born as a Catholic, private school, like they're like, shit out, you don't have to comprehend Buddha. I'm not saying become a Buddhist, but shit out, just listen to what he's saying. Just study him. He keeps it really, really simple. That's why I love Buddha. I'm like, bro, mind and body, black and white, all my tattoos. Straight to the point, but what I preach about, because obviously 25 years ago, with different terminology, different mindsets on the overall in the whole world, right? The whole universes. What I preach about mind, body, what Buddha was doing, and then toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. It's the person by your side that will change everything in life in a positive manner or negative manner if you allow them to. A zillion people in all the universe, why are you stressing about one? Make that make sense. And those trauma bonds suck, man. That love does not hurt. All my tattoos, every which way, you know. It's toxic love. Toxic love will cost you, once again, everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, potentially even your own fucking life. Why do you think when you leave a toxic relationship, you start your healing journey, you get to glow up, you feel you're glowing, you feel good. Yeah, fuck, your health becomes better. Your mental health becomes better. You're stressing a lot less. Yeah, keep that fucking love best as possible. Positive energy. So that's to the queens. And, you know, I say the same to all the queens of potentials. I'm going to say a little sentence because no one says this shit. Eventually you get tired of my body, right? I can act nice, be narcissistic. I could be nice, be empathetic. You know what that means? And Allah said no. What is that? To forewarn you, you better control your energy best as possible, because if I trauma bond you, on my tattoos, I'll become your slave master. Say fuck your feelings, and you become my slave. You won't match my energy. You will not say fuck my feelings. You won't even leave, because you will pray if I will manifest that higher source magically one day will wake me up and I love you like you love me. How long will that take? How many hours, days, weeks, months, years to babies to be, marriages to be? Will that take to finally match energy? To forewarn you, you don't have to comprehend that. And just because I met you at church, A for effort. A for effort. It's a church. It's a building.
How
it's a
do
book.
toxic people know they're toxic?
How do they know they're toxic? For the most part, you know.
No, I don't think they know.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No. For the most, they don't.
They're used to certain behaviors.
Facts.
The negative behaviors. They might be used to being treated negatively.
Facts.
That's like trying to get a bottom BRTCH out of the street.
Right.
Been there since she was like, you know,
middle school,
13,
high school. Right.
And the pimp was beating her, and she's now 47.
Correct.
And he was beating her all her life, and all she knows is that's love, because
Correct.
that's what the pimp did. And they just don't know how to turn around and understand.
Correct.
Or like the guy who was in jail since he was 13.
Right.
Kept coming out. His people encouraged him to do dumb shit that got him locked up again.
Facts.
And the last time he got locked up was for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now he comes out, he sees the son, and he's trying to get a job, and they won't give him a job.
Right, the record.
And he's got no family members. He never made a baby. He never had a wife because he just kept getting locked up.
Correct.
Now he's kind of purposely going to do something criminal so he can go back to jail.
The squad. That's all he knows.
This
Facts.
is the stuff I'm talking about. The toxic people don't realize that they're toxic, or that they are so stuck in their patterns that they cannot change or they choose not to change.
Facts.
And it's very sad.
It is. And it sucks. That's
and then you try to explain it to them, or you show them a mirror, and they just don't get it.
Right.
And it's like you can't. Obviously, you don't want to get frustrated trying to teach them over and over and over again. But you don't want them. You don't want them to fall and stay in the same mindset. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Right.
And then this is when you have to stop, especially as a light worker who's known to give more than they get. You have to stop, and you have to pull yourself away and say, is it going to be me or is it going to be them? I can't help anyone if I'm stuck helping them and they don't get it and they pull me down.
Right.
But if I walk away, maybe I can reach 5 more people as opposed to this one.
Facts.
You know?
No, for sure. And initially, like the healing journey, awakening journey, to control your energy is hard. I picture it to the fullest. Like, control and protect your energy best as possible. If people take energy, because you know how to control it. You know, like, respect, I say this, everybody, the big word, all the universe, what do we all do initially? We play the role until it stops, right? Boo-hoo me, I have no parents, toxic, all this blood, we got destroyed, right? But once again, what I preach is like, you can't fix, I'm a single father kid, I can't fix, change or save my kids. Physically, I can save them. If I have money, financially, I can save them. Emotionally, spiritually, no, I can't at all. At all. And that's the shitty part. The full universe, you have no kids, look at the shit you went through, look how much you suffered. So when you have a kid, they're gonna go through what you went through, potentially more than that. If you're just on a journey, you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to elaborate. You don't have to have these conversations. If you're on a healing journey, potentially you can pay it forward. And that's the shitty part. It sucks that people are getting destroyed, but everyone's stuck initially on the generation cycle. Only you as one being can break it. And all this for ancestors, you do for yourself first and foremost. Everyone has their terminology wise. You can do for your family. Like you can kind of forewarn them, but they don't have to comprehend you. They can stay in a journey, toxic relationship for their last dying breath. And it sucks. But the positive for yourself is the being, you're evolving. You don't want to keep doing what you're doing, and it sucks. That's why the cool thing about social media, this platform, all these podcasts, all these resources, like religious talk. And once it come, I promote them. I'll play some clips in a minute. Johnny Chang, Asian cat, California, fucking gang mafiosos. You think I got tattoos? He's fucking neck to ankle, sleeve the fuck up, beautiful tattoos, right? And and he's a minister. You look at him, you're like, he lived a life, 10-kilo prison tattoos. If you was to look at both of us before any of us open our mouth, right? You would both, everyone would assume, these guys, gang mafiosos, prison tattoos, hoodlums and shit. But then you will hear us speak. We talk about, oh shit, he's religious. I'm more religious side, more spiritual side, and that's it. Looks is deceiving every which way. It's not ever too late, but as a beings, good thing about the knowledge, like what he's doing, he's paying it forward. He tells his stories, what he's been through, how he grew up with, and that's beautiful. I tell everybody, no one has to comprehend nobody, But if you have time and you're ready to start the healing journey to try to feel the feelings, these feelings-wise, what feeling you feeling today? These triggers, what caused your sadness, your depression, bitterness, what are you scared of, But I know it's scary because you feel like you're crazy because you're talking to yourself. Your mind is strong as titanium or it's weak with a piece of paper. And it takes one person to destroy you, and typically it starts from home. Everything starts from home. And the bullies, it's a fucking bloodbath, man. And it sucks because we're all, which I preach, we're all raising correctly. Everyone's raising correctly initially. How about this? The younger the better. When you start the healing journey, the younger the better. You have a better outcome, a positive outcome. But remember this, as one individual, you cannot do for others. You can guide and forewarn others. You can heal, guide, support, uplift, forewarn. show my love to the universe. But you can't fix, change, or save anyone at all. Emotionally, spiritually, no, you can't at all. Only the person mirror, which is you. You can't for yourself, but you can pay it forward. I promise you 1,000. If you choose to want to, which I highly recommend, pay it forward. Plant these seeds to the universe. I'll tell all my tattoos. The petty words to plant seeds, positive words or negative words, and from there, wise, you can let it die. You can you can water it, try to work on it, healing journey, or fall back on it. But remember this as one individual. But once again, I preach about the person by your side. That's what matters. Heaven and hell, these terms, I preach to the fullest. Every day above ground, how is your home? Both your homes, your four walls, your mental home and your physical home. And you'll know the answer today. Get out of this scenario at work. You're out there off work, leave the gym, whatever chose your people, you're going to go home. So how is your home? Do you love going home? That's your peace, your temple, your heaven on earth. That's your aura to the fullest. Or you dread to go home. Fuck, I got to deal with her, I got to deal with him. Welcome to your dungeon, your sentence in your hell on earth, and no one has to die. You're living this shit physically every day above ground. I don't miss none of these feelings. All these tattoos, my scars healed. Respect terminology. My heart has a scar. If you know what a scar is, a scar means heal. I get my tattoos, right? So when I get my tattoos, they're just called cuts and wounds. And they itch, they bother me, so what I use, cream to heal them. And when they're healed, guess what? They don't hurt. They're not itching no more. My kids can jump on me. Hey, papi, mommy, watch up on my back. Watch up from my arm. Oh, yeah, sorry, Dad. Got tattoos, huh? Oh, don't be sorry. Just to remind you. Yeah, because it sucks. It hurts, That's why they're healing. They're not healed. When you have scars, they're healed. You can talk about it. You might choke up here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. But over time, you can say like nothing. And it'd be like, people say, you make it sound so easy because I worked on myself. I let that go. I did closure with myself. That's the first hard part. Forgive. Communication. You can't forget it. You can lie to yourself. A lot of us do initially. But it's been written. The second hardest part, do closure for yourself. Comprehend what happened. Let go. You're the only one that can let go. I can tell you your story. I can elaborate. But I can't do this for you at all. Higher source. If that's factual, why are you suffering? You think higher source is suffering? All these conversations, all this type of counseling, healing journey, do you believe higher source is suffering? I doubt it very much. So if they're not suffering, then why are you suffering? To call you out in a positive manner, I'm a single father, 8 kids. I lost 2 families, man. I'm not suffering no more. The last 5 years of my life, blessed. I love the universe. I'm a big care bear. I just tell stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm a survivor. I was. Past tense. I just tell stories now. To God from Warren, so you don't become me and many of us. And it's not ever too late. It's not ever too late. But once again, when we're older, we all say the same shit. I wish I was younger. If my parents taught me, it doesn't exist. It's been written, but you can pay it forward. You can tell stories. You can share everything. What Buddha did. Buddha did this to his last dying breath. From 35 to I believe 80. So 45 years of life, he taught everything. What he could as possible.
And what do you think about him?
Buddha?
If you stop for a minute.
A Buddha?
Do you think that was fulfilling? No. Was that fulfilling for him? Would he come back and do it again?
Oh, he would. I would. And this lifetime, Queen, my number 39, right? So to my last dying breath, scenario is not racing a marathon. Let's say I live 100 years old, right? So that means for 61 years of my life, I would say everything word for what Buddha did. He's a beast. He didn't get tired of it. That's the thing. Everyone has their healing journey, right? Or whatever they talk about. Whatever it is. It could be sports, gang mafioso, whatever it is, right? But when you get exhausted telling the same story to everybody that comes to you, he didn't. But my personal opinion, I don't know. But me as a being, to speak to other beings, I've been doing this for 5 years. I will do it to my last dying breath. But I know a lot of people don't comprehend me, And I think to myself, I guarantee you, Buddha felt like what I felt. I'm blessed as a being. I comprehend the universe. Feelings ain't shit. Life ain't shit. It's black and white, simple as possible, right? But they don't know that, But me, once again, he did it. I won't give up nobody. I won't let you drown. But I was for 5 years ago by my support team, to have a potential partner by your side, just to let you know, to forewarn you, you might not have one because people don't like black and white. They don't like easy. So I'm 3 years single now. That's my dilemma. Potentially have a good partner by my side. I don't know. I might push them all away because Let's say they're going through it, you know? They might not like the answer. Like, well, I can tell you a story, but you might like the answer. But Buddha, my personal opinion, he'll do it again. You know, if there was, to do it again, I'll do this. But once again, me as a being, spirituality talk, they say it's possible, I don't know. But it'd be nice to get a hold of your supposed, higher source being, whatever you believe in. When you kick the bucket, death, quote unquote, they might, it's like the movie. It goes, the end, black and white, it ends. There's no such thing as afterlife, higher source, etc. Wise. We spend when I say that scenario. Or what happens? It's credits. Now there's purgatory, there's hell, there's everything. But now you're a spiritual being, and they say, like we were saying, whatever in this lifetime, if you didn't start the healing journey, you're more on a journey wise, and you messed up a lot, too narcissistic wise, fucking up. You come back again, repeat yourself again till you start the healing journey. So those scenarios, those categories, I don't go too deep into it because I don't know. If I don't know, I use the word idea and faith. The stuff that I do know about, I keep it 1,000 round real. I talk about all this, But yeah, Buddha's a beast. I love Buddha. He's a beast, phenomenal. But once again, I add mind and body, which he spoke about 2,500 years ago, which I added another 2-3 months ago, thanks to Spotify. And then I do mind and body, and then toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. It's the person by your side. Do you know how I should ask my mom to get an ADHD and Cecilia diagnosis? Well, just ask him, I guess. That's what I would do. You can research it, type of situation, but yeah, definitely ask. And when it comes to ADHD and all these, you say these triggers, I just call them triggers. ADHD, BPD, NPD. We all got this. Thank you for your beautiful words. Oh, Queen, likewise. Thank you for being here. Thank you for elaborating. Thank you for sharing your story and your knowledge, wisdom. I'm here for the universe. I try to be like, you can jump in the box, come in the comments, you can take over. I've been saying for 5 years now. I was saying to my last dying breath, but I'm here for the universe, especially more than the queens, some kings in the healing journey. For you guys, so you start the healing journey and learn to love you. It all starts with you. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you. The end. You just don't know that yet. You believe it's another being. What's up, Erica? Welcome back. We supposed to say that it's not nobody else but you. But once again, the person, if you're ready for love, the intent is they're ready for love. And you can, match energy best as possible. But to forewarn you, fair in a positive manner, anyone could leave, anyone could cheat, anyone can ghost, anyone can break up with you. That is their choice, if you will. And when they do, and which they shall, how we react, how we respond, or do them feel scared of that? To forewarn you. That's for everybody out there, to forewarn you. One day your partner just get up. You can have the most beautiful exotic relationship, and they can ghost. Is it wrong? Yes. Will it suck? Yes, it will, but the pain's not forever. The grieving journey, nothing wrong with the grieving journey. You can shed tears, which I say respectfully, for weeks, a month, 2 months tops, right? But months, years, respectfully, you have a lot of healing to do. And yes, I know you gave your all and you got soul dream once again. But that's why best as possible, match energy best as possible, But yeah, thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. I don't want to kill your is it Pharaoh? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names sometimes. I apologize. But thank you for being here.
I have a question. When this is saying this, because this has been doing this to me, when it's saying this, when you are not wearing headphones, the room is in singing mode audio.
Oh.
From other apps on your phone.
You got to change the, okay.
You're sharing at the same time. Yeah, that's what I want to know because this is what it's showing me.
Okay, go to,
the host
okay.
can switch the room to singing mode,
yeah.
to chat mode, or now.
So go to the bottom.
What do I gotta do then?
Go to the very bottom screen, right, and hit where the three lines are next to the little, I guess, envelope.
That's where I went to sharing screen. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Where it says sound?
No, singing. Where it says singing? Oh, let me see. Where's it at?
It says mixer. It says mixer sounds, recording, gifting settings, and camera.
You don't have room tools?
No, it just shows me the mixer, the sound here. These are the little lines here, the sound, the mixer here. See, that's what it's showing me right there.
Right, go back. Oh,
and I saw it that here. I think it's there, right? Or no?
Let me see. Music
where it
effects.
says ear and motion working better with but I don't want to use headphones.
No, it's not that one. No, you want the one that says room tools. So like my side, right? If I look at my screen, on the very bottom left, I have like where it shows messages. Like, bring that down. So on my side shows messages in the bottom left. I have the little smiley emoji. Then I have like a little octagon, and then next to that one it has 3 slashes. And that's where you click at the 3 slashes.
Let me see. Let me go in here
because you want the one that says
singing.
singing. Yeah, you got.
That's what I don't understand.
It
should be showing me what you're saying, yeah, and it doesn't. Look, it shows me this.
Now you close the live and you open the live, potentially. Oh, thank you.
See? And then the sounds. The sounds has nothing to do with it. I don't get this. I'm gonna have to ask somebody that knows more than me.
Yeah.
And then this, it shows me the gifting sound, vibration effects.
Now
that I can turn off facial effects.
That's okay. No, it's the settings that you want is it should be singing mode or singing. You should want to turn that off, because what it does, it'll cause it to echo. It's kind of like when you do what's that called, like karaoke type of situation. So you want to turn that off so you sound normal. If not, it'll lag out or it echoes a lot.
No, but it's not even letting me like put the Bible app and stuff. I'm gonna ask somebody that knows, because
yeah, I apologize.
It's not, as you can see. It's not letting me do any of that. Look, you see, that's max is it.
That's crazy.
Like if they limited it or something. It is crazy, yeah. That's what I'm seeing too.
Yeah, that's really odd.
It is odd. That's what I'm noticing. That's why I want to know what's going on. Because before it used to show me a lot more than that. Unless Bigo changed something.
Potentially.
Yeah, it is odd. I need to like figure out what's going on with that.
In itself is not bad.
So this is I'm playing a clip really fast. This is Johnny Chang, which I highly recommend if you're religious people, like looks deceiving. So if you look at him, he lived a life. Behind the screen, you see tattoos, right? You think prison tattoos, gang mafioso, hoodlum. I live at 10 kilos, but no, I live in the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. So Johnny Chang, he lived a life, gang mafioso. He's decked the fuck out, sleeved up, everything, right? But now he's a minister, religious talk. He's a beast. The beast, he's famous. If you don't believe me, go like on TikTok, type in the Johnny Chang, beast. He's pretty much viral right now, which is awesome. And the cool thing about it is that he'll talk about the Bible and he elaborates. He was talking about his minister, his pastor, analogy, metaphor, riddles, and then personal experience. I tell people all the time, everybody has a way of doing comprehension, but the cool thing is you're patient enough, open-minded enough, you get these conversations. And if you don't make a comment or ask a question, you want to spark a conversation, you will never know. You can research, but you got the AI, chat GPT, see the AI, but after you have the conversation with AI, then what? It's cool to have physical beings also. So, I'm gonna play a clip about it as far as the anger, our triggers and stuff. Once again, like he's a cool individual. Like me, I hype him up. I promote my platform. It's a live podcast, right? So when it comes to, and there's many religious leaders out there, many pastors and ministers, right? But to me personally, I vibe with them. I would love to meet them, And once again, nothing against high source, right? Boy was the Catholic, but
good, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't. So I promote him.
One day, yeah.
Yeah, so like he says, his side, he's just a follower of Christ. I'm not Christian, I'm not Buddhist, I'm just a follower of Christ. Which is everybody has their own terminology, and as long as you have compassion, which is the big word, is compassion for people. Then when it comes to spirituality, Buddha's a beast, and so on and so on. That's why as it be into live podcast, I pay people's clips. It's my podcast, our podcast, but you can't see what I see, so I pay these clips. And the cool thing about these clips, I'm not speaking at all. If anyone that you hear behind the screen, I play these clips and it triggers you. That's the cool thing about technology. They're called triggers. If it triggers you, talk to yourself, how and why am I bothered? The person speaking, I'm not speaking, aka the host. I don't see what I hear somebody speaking, I don't see no one speaking, right? So if it triggers you in a negative manner, sad, depressed, bitter, talk to yourself. Why am I bothered by what I just heard? I can't even see a physical being. I'm hearing somebody. Talk to yourself. That's a positive. That's the healing journey. You're trying to feel these feelings. Okay, well, I felt this way. Cool. Why? I don't know. Well, let's figure it out. But anyways, let me play a clip right for this.
What does the Bible say about anger? So the Bible tells us that anger in itself is not bad. Uncontrolled rage, however, is bad. And how I categorize it is righteous anger and reckless anger.
So what are some quick and easy ways to determine between the two?
Righteous anger heals. Reckless anger hurts. One is based off of ego. What did they do to me? How is this beneficial to me? Me, I mentality. Righteous anger is usually for other people. Like, you're hurting my wife, you're hurting my spouse, you know, like when you're in a protective mode. Or if it's like, hey, you're hurting yourself even. And I love you, so I'm letting you know you shouldn't hurt yourself. If you're getting mad, you have to think about it. Am I mad right now because of my pride? Or am I mad that this was disrespectful to the truth? If it's about you, you don't have to get mad. But if it's like, oh no, I'm gonna bash other people because I'm pissed off, now you're like, hey bro, come on now. Like, you need to check that.
That's it for everybody, man. Our anger, our triggers.
That is.
You know, you gotta talk to yourself. Why am I bothered? And on top of that, you can like control your anger best as possible. Your triggers, like, what caused it? And what I preach to the whole universe, you know, because no one says this shit, you know. And once again, I would love to speak to, you know, Johnny Chang. He'd be a beast. Once again, you know, like, and I say respectfully, I say this to the most respect to the whole universe. Like, he lived a life, gang mafioso and shit, right? So that lifestyle is only 4 outcomes: beat up, locked up, shot up, or 6 feet under. The very rare case. I promote him. You become a Bible thumper. The Johnny Chang. Nothing wrong with what he does at all. It's beautiful. I love the way he speaks, right? The Bible. Just, you know, he changed his life in a positive manner. He went through a lot. His family went through a lot. And he still talks about it. The cool thing about him and his podcast, he talks about the Bible here and there, right? He knows about it pretty good. I think he read it like, don't quote me now, something like 9 times or 26 times. You know, he knows it for the most part. And he read it as best as possible. But which, once again, which is beautiful. God, all the higher source is phenomenal. The thing is the person by your side. That's that which I preach about. Like, you can be the most religious, spiritual, atheist, good person in the universe, but look who you have by your side. That's what I care about. Like, I was you. Boy's a Catholic, you know, I'm in spirituality, but look who you have by your side. They're not a good person on the overall. But yes, you love the whole universe, you help everybody out, but you don't help yourself out. You put yourself on the back burner. And look at you, once again, look who you have by your side. And why would you lie by your side? And yes, I was you. You pray, but I manifest God. Which, once again, if I was to talk to Johnny Chang, the religious people, they were like, they'll tell me I'm wrong. I'm the devil. It's a sin. You're incorrect. I'm like, well, respectfully, if higher source can do for all of us, then why are we suffering? I guarantee you, I can say, yo, God sent me, Erica, to open the door. You're scared to open the door? I'll open the door for you. You ready to leave? What? I know it's scary. Give me your hand. I can say you physically. Let's have money, power, and fame. I can say financially, we get you a new spot, we get you a new car, I got you. Financial part, I got you. But I can't save you emotionally and spiritually. No can higher source. God wants you to leave, but will you leave? Buddha wants you to stop being sad, but will you still being sad? Muhammad wants you to stop being a zombie, an addict to addiction, but will you stop being a zombie, an addict to an addiction, and so on and so on. That's what I'm saying for everybody. Like, you know, whatever you live in, nothing's wrong with that. As one being, but the potential to be. I want love, relations, marriage, and kids. Are they matching energy? Are they living that life? Or they're saying they're living it? Actions speak louder than the words. Every which way, you know? And that's for everybody out there. That's why I go live for you guys. Once again, not for myself. I'm blessed. I'm about to get off in a minute because I passed my own boundaries. I'm trying to do more than 2 hours. You know, respect me. I'm 3 hours and 12 minutes in. Respect me, that suffice. I might come back tomorrow night because I'm doing DoorDash locally. If I start doing DoorDash more locally, you probably see me like back to normal, nightly wise. Because once again, when people DM me, hey, you gonna go live? Like, I tell everybody, like, you don't have to wait for me to go live. You know, you can go live on your own. You know that, right? You know, I love the way you speak. I love your energy. Like, cool. And here's the best part: if I don't go live, you got they're starting. Which I have to work on my YouTube. You want to see the overage myself? Go to YouTube, Coach Rito. The current stuff, you know, somewhat to a certain extent. Go to Twitch, Facebook. It was on Facebook. I'm still on Facebook. The downfall after 30 days. They're not saving these live sessions no more because, you know, that takes up server rooms, so, which is understandable. I'm a geek techie, but I tell everybody, the cool thing about technology, you can rewind time. Me personally, I love watching my overs myself. 5 years ago, I wasn't saying none of this. All these tattoos, I was still at the beginning of the healing journey, being alone, detoxing codependency. You know, who I made a TikTok like in this either November, December of 2020, like. I'm in the healing journey, God, Buddha, etc. right? But like, who can I trust to the fullest that they won't break trust and loyalty and leave me again? Respectfully, it's a scary thought. It's a scary thought to have initially, but once again, it's when you as a being, you're working on yourself, and you know what love is. But there's to be observe the energy, and you know the match energy. But the foreign universe, no one's gotta stay. No one's gotta stay. They can leave.
No one has to stay.
They can fall to lust, and it's gonna hurt. Yes, you gave your all. You both best as possible. A zillion people in the universe. Why it's just about one? I know, make it sound easy. I'm not saying give up on your partner, but you know when you gotta go. Once again, you don't have to stay. That's not. Here's the best part. That's an adult. They're not your kid. Stop being the mother. Stop being the father. Stop being the probation officer. Right. And I say that respectfully.
People don't realize.
It's just because the downfall is just like, respectfully, I'm always a Catholic. What do? The religious talk and the spirituality talk, we pray, plan, hope, manifest. That, once again, higher source, whatever your higher source is, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, magically, one day, will wake up your partner and they'll love you like you love them. Respectfully, doesn't comprehend it, is not going to work in your favor. You don't have to comprehend this well, but God can do it. If that's factual, why is all your toxic family still together? Your toxic parents, toxic aunts and uncles, toxic grandparents, abuelitos and shit, and they all go to church, higher source. You don't become them. Stop becoming all your toxic family. You just don't know that yet. Your future's in front of your face, literally. You just don't know that. Once again, it's mind blowing how we're raising correctly, and we got sold the biggest dream in the universe, the biggest fucking dream. Like a guarantee of higher source and talk to us like, yo, I gave everybody free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? I'm here for you. I'm by your side to your last day in breath, but I gave you free one. The door's right there. I can't. Maybe you have the gift. I don't have the gift. But the same beings, we support teams, real support teams. We come here and show up. Hey, I'm here for you. How was you? Ready to leave? I know it's scary. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That's what they say. That's saying. You don't need them? No, you don't need them. You want them. But you don't know this conversation. I know it's too much for you. And I was you. What was? Past version of myself. I know those eyes. I know those fears. I know the tears. I was you. All those tears you're going through, all that fear, I won't ever go through that again. Capital E. I don't need a partner. I want a partner. Terminology, right? If she wants me. We match energy, we don't take energy. And the intent is, especially like what I say is a potential partner to be, before I get out of here. If you're a potential partner to be, if we can't talk about everything open-mindedly and freely best as possible, then what are we doing here? Respectfully, what are we doing here? Because you're beautiful, nice body, is in supercars, awesome. I talk to your mind, you know that, right? That's why Avatar, I see you, is deeper than I love. Anyone can say I love you, and they'll fuck you over. I see you. Anyone says that, I see the inside of you first and foremost, then the outside, then your environment, your energy, your universe, as one being. That's all I see is energy. I get these empathetic people, which I call them squares, circles, narcissistic people, bad girl, fuck girls, and then zombies, addicts and addiction. That's all I see. I see three energies: squares, circles, and zombies. That's all I see. Nothing more, nothing less. That's why, if I was to do this, right, and go back to Seattle, and people probably think I'm crazy, or that guy is high or some shit, right, or drunk, whatever, and he needs meds. If I was to point once again, the people that know the way to speak on my tattoos, they know what I'm talking about. But I'll be pointing squares, circles, zombies. I'm labeling everybody. What? And they'd be like, "What the fuck? About squares, circles, zombies? What the hell is that?" Only the people that have been vibing with me, following me, my one-on-ones, they know exactly what I'm talking about. That's how my tattoos for a reason. That's all you see. That's all I see is squares, circles, and zombies. And it sucks because a lot of people, they're just lost blue pillars. They're just entertainers. Nothing the healing journey. They're definitely on a journey, but stuck on man-made bullshit. But they claim they want love. Like, okay, I pray for you, I have compassion for you, but I don't feel sorry for you. I know it's not gonna work in your favor. So then you start the healing journey, and that's whenever you want to, which is your free one choice. You don't have to. I highly recommend it. But once again, I just told you, that is your free one choice. I'm not going to force this upon you. I'm not a Bible thumper, respectfully. Whatever you believe in, you have to change. You have to go start the healing journey. You have to believe in God. You can do whatever you want to do. That is your free one choice. I'm not knocking on you, but I'll hold you and guide you. I'll elaborate as best as possible. So you don't become me and many of us, especially when kids are involved. To forewarn you, once again, you don't have to comprehend. But guys, I love you guys. I had to get rolling because I thought you get up in a little while. Start door dashing again. So Erica, Queen, have a blessed night. Good seeing you. Love you being you. Keep working yourself. I'm happy with your live sessions. Do them most definitely. Have fun with them. Share your stories to the universe, and everyone behind the screen. When you're ready to, I highly recommend do a live podcast. Do a podcast in general. Tell your stories. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Queen. To everybody, because pay it forward to the universe. Nobody has to comprehend you at all. All there is one person to make a comment, ask a question, spark conversation. That's a positive. They don't have to comprehend you. My situation, I've been doing this for 5 years now. 5 years of my life. It's a respect for when I say like Buddha. It's a broken record. We say the same thing to whoever say, okay, breakups, cool. Co-parenting, I got you. Sometimes, which is kind of rare, but sometimes my followers, my one-on-ones, they're like, you don't get tired of these conversations? Like, you said it's a broken record. Like, no, I say respect, but it is a broken record. But no, I love these conversations because I was you. Especially younger than I am. I started the healing journey at 39. Let's say you're 30 years old and you're hearing this shit. I challenge you. You got 9 years to beat me. What? Beat me. It's not really a competition, but if you want a better chance, I'm always your pocket 24/7, 365. However you have this conversation. I'll hold you and guide you for one year, every which way. I would tell you all these stories, right? All my tattoos. But once again, and I know the feeling, because I was you feel like you're not doing good. I'll remind you you're doing good. Especially, Spanish say this, I love my kids every which way, but I was raised incorrectly, right? And I say respectfully, if you have no kids, you blessed. You can run from everybody. Literally, right? Because now when kids are involved, everything changes. It's just hard to, now you have to wing life, and it's a lot of shit, That's what I'm saying, like, that's how everybody that have no kids. Yo, you're doing good. You're 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, first baby moms, I was one kid deep. You're 25, I was two kids deep, 2 kids deep. In a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship. I was praying for manifestors for 12 years too fucking long. And I say respectfully, like, I should have been praying for myself a long time ago to build the courage to walk the fuck away. We all bitch about each other. The door is right there, physically. We go through so many doors every day above ground, but we all bitch about that one door pain. Our main door, which is our home. Once again, don't miss none of these feelings. All these tattoos, I won't ever go through that again. And I say respectfully. That's why, once again, I say many times. In the next lifetime, I use the word of DM faith. That I start the healing journey at a younger age. It'd be nice to get a hold of my future version of myself. Whatever realm, whatever being I'll be, quote unquote. But hate it out. This is Guy with the Who. I'm the old version of yourself. I got on hard on SD. I have backups. I did a live podcast. You don't have to comprehend anything you're watching. Just sit and observe, study. If you can study this and hear this every day, you'll be ahead of the game. You don't have to comprehend. Only you could do comprehension. Higher source beings can't do it for you. You can only do it for yourself. The person mirror. All my tattoos. Then guess what? That future version of myself has a better chance. Start the healing journey at a very much younger age. Then I have to go through what I went through in this lifetime, 39. 18 at heart, I just turned 44. But I'm blessed as a being. I got my life back at 39. It'd be nice, yes, if I was younger. 29. So every time I think about myself, like, damn, to 39 years old, I was fucking going through all this bullshit on a journey. Didn't know shit about life. Respectfully. When a church, God, the Bible, A for effort. I heard all these terms. Nothing wrong with it, but now I comprehend. Higher source wants me to change, but will I change? They want me to leave, but will I leave? And so on and so on. He gave me free one choice. He gave everybody free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic? That nice girl? To be narcissistic? The bad girl, phobic fuck girl? A premeditated choice. Where you are not changing, you're choosing. Look at that. A map to life, black and white, straight to the point. What? I got free one choice? We're fucking light switches. Today, I'm the nice guy. Tomorrow, I'm the bad boy, fuck boy. And with a church, Buddha, whatever I claim to be, but I'm destroying her by my side. But I love her. Really. But I call myself a good person, religious person, but I'm destroying my partner. Make that make sense? If higher source won't do it, why am I doing it? See, black and white. But love you guys. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed morning. Take care. Be safe. Potentially see you tomorrow night sometime. If I don't, I'll see you another time, sometime this week or weekend. So, once again, for everybody out there, I'm out your pocket 24/7. 365. Please don't feel alone. The cool type of technology. Maybe locally, you have no real support teams. technology, all these resources. I promise you that. And I'm here for you. I will not let you drown. I will not give up. You can have the same conversations for 10 years to be, word for fucking word. I'm gonna be, guess what, Maria? Guess what, John? You told me the same story for the last 10 years. I gotta go. Like, no. When you do comprehension, you know when you will let go. Only you can let go. See, Paul Angel. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Queen. Likewise, you know. And that's what I do this for you guys. So once again, have a blessed night. Take care, be safe. Remember this. Healing journey is not a race in a marathon. It's at your own pace. You know, so I'm here for you guys. So be a squad. Love you guys. Have a good night. Take care, be safe. Clubhouse. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Have a good night. Likee squad. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Both the Facebooks. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Have a good night. Both the TikToks. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. IG, love you guys. Take me safe. Have a good night. And Clubhouse, love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Ciao.